Hi.
Hello my fellow Dingus Liland partner, good luck on the DLES today and don't disappoint, chat again.
Hi.
Balls balls balls.
Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. How we all doing? Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Take my time, take my shots, take me where the stream's not at. I don't care because stream is free. You can't take the pups from me. What is happening right now? What is happening in Twitch chat? Hi guys, it's good to see you. Hello, hello. How we all doing? Evo, thank you for the 43 months. Hello, my fellow dingus. Good luck on the doles today, and don't disappoint chat again. I plan on doing it. I plan on disappointing all of you. It sounds like I've already disappointed a bunch of you. Sorry that I was late. I was trying to figure something out behind the scenes. I did not get it figured out. But we shall proceed anyways. Hi,
The
Cal.
maximum time difference between two time zones is 26 hours.
Explain that. Explain that. Is that an actual number, or are you just doing the 26-month thing? Because now you're fucking with my head. 23 months for Deku, thank you for the balls. And Artifice, thank you for the 26 months. How we all doing today? Hey, last week was one of my most productive weeks at work. I guess that's all in the past now. It sure is. It sure is. Ryan, can we do cards today? I cannot do cards today, unfortunately. I would like to, but I am out of time. I can do them tomorrow. If that doesn't work for you, we can do them another time. Hi, it's good to see you guys. How's everybody doing? MK with the cards. Speak of the devil. Hi, everybody. How are we doing? It's been so long. I've missed you. I've missed you all deeply. I've missed you all greatly. It's been like a week since I've gotten to be live here. Give the dog some treats. Hi, everybody. There's a 24-hour time difference between my time zone and people due south and north of me. Very interesting. Treats from Artifice, Carly, Cams, Rosie, Posey, Zuma, and Danny, and a bunch of other people who tried. It's from all of you in spirit. It felt much longer than a week. I'll take that as a compliment. Good boys.
Perfect timing, just got ready to cross-stitch.
Hey, let's go, Pexy. Pexy, I'm so curious. I'm so curious what you've been working on. I'm freaking loving the Discord updates. And every time you post a new one, I'm squinting at the screen being like, maybe if I look at it like this, it'll look different. Maybe I'll understand what it is. And I keep not understanding what it is. Hi, Luis Santos, first-time chatter. Welcome in. Hello, hello. How you doing today? Oh, my goodness. Tony is entering his rap era.
Chat missed you, Ryan. It is true. We didn't know what to do without you. Today we are back. This is great to see. Here we are in month 53.
Here we are in month 53. Thanks, Tony, for the 53 months. You're a poet, and you didn't know it. You didn't know it. Tony is currently in a musical episode. Tony can't help but sing at the top of his lungs. He can't help but sing. Oh, it's good to be back. Holy shit, it's been a week. It's been a week. We're going to play the Doles today. The Wordles, the Bandles, the Worldles. I have more confidence in some of those than in others. And then we're going to play Satisfactory. And that's the plan. I'm also, first and foremost, and potentially most importantly, going to remind you to go vote for... I'm not eating lunch real quick. That is a lie. I am no longer eating lunch. To go vote for our next book for Bing Bong Book Club time. Should we name the book club Bing Bong Book Club? Because I think that would be really funny. You have, at this point, like 25 hours left or something like that to vote for Other Minds, The Octopus, the Sea, and the Deep Origins of Consciousness, All Tomorrows, We Could Be Rats, or The Kamigawa Food Detectives. All information about all those books is in the book club books channel. There's all kinds of info over here. You should go find them. You should go read it. There's trigger warnings. There's info about the length of the books. Shout out to Carly. Frickin' shout out to Carly for being our honorary selector this week and picking amongst y'all's recommendations to see what we're going to pick. Currently leading is Kamigawa Food Detectives, which I'm very excited for. Yes, I voted for all four. No, you cannot make me pick any. No, you cannot make me pick one. I will choose all four. I honestly was like, I'll vote for any of the books I'm excited to read. And then I did. And then for all four, I was like, okay, well, I'm down to vote for these. Book club is henceforth known as Bing Bong. I guess this is turning into a song. I don't know how long I can keep this going, and is it so easy to keep the rhymes flowing? Is it... Okay, the real question, Tony, is are we sing-song or are we Susie and rhymes? Because I am starting to get the vibe that we might be tending towards more Susie and rhymes, more children's book than we are rap song, you know? Speaking of book club, I've been catching up on all the titles I missed, and while the word for world is forest, it has some cool world building. That was a hard sentence for me to read out loud, but I do agree with you. Oh, say, can you read? I'm just rhyming what comes to my head, but I can turn this into a rap instead. Tony, if you want to take this very seriously, I'm going to need you to guarantee that each line has the same amount of syllables. And if you want to take it even further than that...
EW Hakuba FIIS Sadikya, Hijab Dai Kais Re Kuger WCWETIYGACW Shijib Kurg Tiri VW.
Let's never do that again. I do thank you for the 37 months, Sven. Thank you so much. Let's never do that again. I just had a stroke. Carly says, so true. Speak your truth, King. Preach. Hi, Sven. How are you? Hello. Thank you very much for the 37 months. My brain short-circuited during that. I think there is a 10 seconds in there that I did not process. I think I'm missing 10 seconds of my memory from the last minute or two. Ooh. Wise words. Wise words. What were we talking about? My brain was... Sven hit the manual reset button on my brain. I need you to do the rhymes in iambic pentameter, Tony. That's what I need. I need stress on every other syllable. Iambic pentameter. Let's make it Shakespearean. In fact, every new comment from you must be 14 lines of iambic pentameter. Let's do a sonnet. Sonnet style. Syllable, by the way. Chat's in a mood today. Chat's in a mood today. We get weird when Ryan takes breaks. That's true. Thanks for the hype train, you guys. Oh my god, I'm so excited to be back. I'm so excited to be back. So I spent a couple days at the end of last week, like 4 days, at a bachelor party on a lake with my best friend and his friends and some of my friends too, which was amazing. Best man Nick, the best man at my wedding. Some of you may know from forever ago. He used to be on stream occasionally. And then, also, what did you guys call? What did Tub call Jared? My friend Jared, something Jesus. What did he name him? He called him like. What did you? Oh shit! Does anybody know? This is the deep lore. My friend Jared, confused Jesus. Is that what he called him? I hung out with confused Jesus this weekend too. His hair, yeah, it's confused Jesus. That's right. His hair is even longer than the last time. Confused Jesus. Yeah. Confused Jesus was there. Explains how you were all in the lake. Yeah. Confused Jesus walked across the lake at one point, bare feet. It was crazy. I spent the weekend with friends too. I flew out to Oregon for a long weekend, played a ton of board games. It was a blast. Hell yeah, Wampa. That sounds awesome. What's the best board game you played? I just learned about Confused Jesus from Hollow Knight. That's wild. I started clicking your spoiler comments in Discord, Catilla, and then I realized that every single one of them is pissed at me for something, and I stopped clicking them. Every single spoiler comment from my playthrough is, oh my god, Ryan, what the fuck? And I'm like, okay, well, I don't need to read those anymore. I'm good. People are already pissed at me about it once. What is this? It's happening 3 years later? Now I gotta do it again? It's funny. It's like when somebody pops into the Outer Wilds playthrough and goes, oh my god, on like episode 2, and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe he calls them Naomi. And I'm like, it lasted for a little bit longer than it should have, but not that long overall in the big scheme of things. It's fine. That's what you get. Yeah, that's what I get. I chose this life. Anyways, Bachelor Weekend was awesome. I got stories to tell, I'm sure, but I know the landing cam stuff. I stand by the landing cam stuff though, okay? I stand by it. Also, you know what? Let's just have it all out. Let's have it all out. Naomi, Nomai, people are like, Ryan, you're not showing them any respect. But on the other hand, everybody's like, Ryan, where's your whimsy? I don't know. Last time I tried whimsy, people were like, you're not showing any respect. Also, the landing camera does make it easier to land and generally fly. I'll just say it. I'll say it. Past mistakes published for eternity. Yep. And I love it. I do love it. Anyways, how was your last week? What else you been up to? The other thing we've been up to over here is we're getting like 2 years ago, we had half the windows in our house replaced. This year, we're getting the other half of the windows in our house replaced. 2 years ago, everything went smoothly, despite how much money it cost. This year, it costs a whole shit ton more money, and everything's gone terribly. I have spent the last 3 days on the phone with like 18 people from Home Depot. And I am no closer to getting any results than I was 3 days ago. Oh. And I'm going to have to take more time off in like probably 8 weeks to get more, to have them come back and do more work. It's great. Rip. No. Yeah. And you know what? Can I get a, what do I want to farm here? Let's go 07s. Let's go 07s for my wallet, my sanity, my time. Let's get 07s. Can I farm some 07s real quick? Can I get a 0? An O, a lowercase o, and then a 7? All week, I've been dreaming of telling chat and them all being like, 07s, that really sucks. 07s. This is my payback. This is the moment. Someone gets it. 7-0? Okay, that's just uncalled for. How's your week been? What's going on with you? We need new windows. I'm dreading the day we decide to bite the bullet. Yep. I wish I could tell you it's easier than you think. They finished some waterproofing and foundation work on my house, which is nice. No idea how good the work is since it hasn't rained. Lambrecht, how are you doing? Look, your Outer Wilds playthrough was by far the best I've seen, so it's not all that bad. Hey, that was really kind of you, actually. Hey, Ryan, I've really been enjoying having a Blueprints video ready whenever I need it, like for eating and crocheting, but today I ran out for the first time. I got a new one right when I grabbed some fruit to eat. There you go. There'll be a new one Saturday, too. I'm fucking awesome. Thanks for asking. You're welcome for asking. Luke is currently buying a house. Dude, my buying a house is so stressful. They have to do repairs, but I just want the house. Oh, boy. It is a stressful process. I wish you so much luck in it. I can't even listen to what Ryan is saying. I'm focused on rhyming while waiting for game playing. Tony, now I'm taking it in a different direction. All of a sudden, I'm thinking of it as like dramatic slam poetry. I need to get my house and windows washed. I never thought about needing to wash a house before I bought a house. Like power washed? Should I be washing my house? Oh, shit. Okay. House sponge bath? Yeah. Power wash it? Nah, just sponge bath it. Can you imagine how long that would take? House stuff is stressful. Yeah. It's a nice problem to have, but it is stressful. I've never washed my house. Is that something people do? I know people like power wash like the siding sometimes if it gets bad. I'm getting conflicting info on power washing versus pressure washing versus soft washing. I don't know the difference between any of those. I mean, I know what a pressure washer is, but I don't know what the difference between a pressure washer and a power washer is. Does anybody know? Or wait, do I know a power washer? Now I'm confused. More power, duh. I mean, what I know about a pressure washer is like the tip you use determines a lot. And you can definitely do damage by using the tip. Just the tip, though. Welcome back. Thank you, Archaic Doug. What's the highlight of your last week, chat? What's the shining moment from the last 7 days? What's the best thing that you has happened to you? I'll tell you one. I was on this bachelor party weekend, and my friend Nick said, "Hey, we were listening to music on a boat. I'm on a boat, and it's going fast, and I had maybe the first moment of my life where I have felt truly like my youth has been left behind, and it happened out of nowhere, which is that my friend Nick was like, we're all requesting songs, and he's like, "Hey, play this song." To the person playing music, and I'll play the song right now for you guys. It's a song called "The Wheel" by Son or Son. I don't know how you pronounce it. SOHN. And I was like, "Why does this sound familiar?" And Nick goes, "Dude, you showed me this song like 2011, 2012. You showed me this song. You're the reason I know it. You played it for me off of your laptop forever ago." And I started listening to it, and I was like, oh my God, I haven't listened to the song in 10 years. I've completely forgotten about it. And I'm now in a stage in my life that is one stage past the stage where I remembered everything that happened to me. I love when I rediscover my old music. Oh, nice quote, Tony. Highlight of my last week, I finished Project Hail Mary. I have a wedding to go to in like 4 hours. Hell yeah. Indie World this morning had some good-looking games. No Silk Song, though. Timbo got a job. Let's go. I got a nautical-themed Pashmina Afghan. Wow. Artifice went to the dentist, and my teeth feel very toothy. Catilla slept 13 hours last night. That is a lot. That's amazing. Llamas beat the most recent chapters of Deltarune. I'm in a new apartment. Caught up on the new Grounded. Last week, I did not leave home at all because of how hot it is. Has anybody heard this song before? If someone told me they would make my teeth feel more toothy, I'd take that as a treat, TBH. I've been super busy, but in a good way. All right, y'all, let's play some Wordle. We're gonna play some Wordle. We're also gonna play some Worldle. We're also gonna play some Bandle. If you have a request for another, you know what? What's that other one? It's like Angle. It's just called Angle. If you have a request for other dulls, let me know. Connections, right? But connections is hard. Hi, Pete Random. How's it going? Ryan, were you also going to vote on the game for Saturday? Holy shit, I totally forgot. We are going to vote on the game for Saturday. Thank you very much, Evo. Thank you very much, Evo. Okay, so very quickly, before we get into Wordle. Let me go post in Discord that this is happening right now. Voting for community game on Saturday. Now on stream, come vote. Okay, so here's the deal. Saturday night, let me back up a step. Today, we play Satisfactory. We play some dulls. Tomorrow, we'll play Satisfactory. Saturday evening, we're going to do community game night at like 7:30. And I had an idea for what games we could play on Saturday. I had two ideas specifically. And I thought, what better way to decide, what better way to get you all involved than to let you guys vote? So, we're going to vote for between two games for this Saturday. Megan will be there. I'll be there. I'm excited. This is this Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Anybody going to be there for community game night? I'm sure it kind of depends on what game we play a little bit. Democracy in action. Bring in the democracy. Power Rangers are in Fortnite. I'm about to pay. Oh, Tony. Guess what? Hi, Mars. How's it going? Okay, our two games are this. Fortnite, which has Power Rangers content. So we'd play Fortnite like squads, where two people could join with Megan and I, and then we'd rotate people in and out. Or we could do Jackbox Party Pack. It would probably be a mixture of all the different Jackboxes. We'll see. Fortnite, Jackbox Party Pack. Those are the two options. What's the third option, though? No community game night. I don't know. Those two options. Third option is we all get in a Discord call and tell Mars how sexy he is. I picked that one. Third option, group cry. Group therapy. Group devious vote for 3. All right, so that's what our thing is. Can one of the mods run a poll? No chats. Run it for like 2-3 minutes. I don't know. 2-3 minutes. And we'll see what we're playing on. Oh, thank you very much. Poll's live. I'm going to vote for Fortnite because it's down already. Oh, shit. Jackbox is already winning. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, no, Tony. 14-4? And I'm one of the 4? Okay, thank God. It's getting closer. This is for this Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Megan will be there. I'll be there. Fort Box, back jocks. I feel like these words are... I feel like if you just keep combining stuff, eventually we'll get to something very, very dangerous. Mars, how you doing, by the way? Exclamation turd in chat. Nort fight. Oh my God, it's getting closer. 9-16. Jackbox looks like it's in the lead. I want to take a guess on who ran this poll. Chat, if you had to guess which moderator ran this poll, just based on the like lexicon, like the word choice, the formatting, who do you think did it? It's capitalized, so not Carly. I guess Evo because Evo said they did it. Well, shit. Never mind then. All right, that looks like a Jackbox win. We'll play Jackbox on Saturday night. Hell yeah, I'm excited. Maybe the one who admitted to it earlier. Listen, you can expect a lot of things from me. Don't ever expect me to read chat accurately. Dope. Dope. Evo's the answer by default because they're responsible. Evo's the only mod not in the nursing home. No. Is Carly in the nursing home? I thought we'd agreed that Mars and Tony were either there or on their way. Evo's the staff at the nursing home. Saturday night for you is like Sunday morning for me. I will not be awake. Absolutely. I know a lot of people will miss on time zones, but that's okay. I apologize, both at once. All right, let's do some Wordle. No spoilers in chat, please. I'm just going to try and work through this myself. Got to start with the do. It's just, but then where you go from there is a whole other question. Carly's older than Mars, so ... On the other hand, Luke counters with Carly doesn't have as old vibes as Mars and Tony. Let's go with plays. Great. Excellent. We got an L. We got an A. Isn't adieu French? I think so. It also counts as a Wordle word. I always start with moist, so you're a chaos agent. What's your starting word? I use weary. Zuma did it in 4. I did slate first. Valid, not valid. Oh, you're just arguing. Never mind. I thought you were saying valid was your word. Let's go. We could do talk. Talkie. We could go. Let's do something with an H here. Maybe not. Maybe not. You know what I want to do? It's such a waste. That would be such a waste. It puts the A in the wrong thing. It might be horse. All right, whatever. I usually do a random word. I do a different word every time. I haven't really played Wordle in like... I took like a year break, probably. Is there a word that includes O and A? THO something A? I don't think so. But I'd like to get both vowels off the table, considering we only got A. I'd also like to get H off the table. What about a little T in the second slot, or A in the second slot? What about a little... I need... Oh, that's a winner. Damn it. I needed a 2 vowel, also includes an L. We have a lot of information just by having 0 greens. I still play Wordle with my dad every day. My sister's joined now too. I think that's really lovely. Really lovely. Chat, no backseating, no backseating, no backseating. Sorry, I know I'm talking out loud, but think of it like a blind playthrough talking out loud. Think of it like blind playthrough talking out loud. I'm just yapping. What if we did it this way? How's that look? Can you guys still see? We'll just put it over my face. That's where everybody is looking right now on screen, right? You know what thing I sometimes think about because I'm an because I'm a narcissistic piece of shit? Sometimes I think, what part of the screen is everyone looking at right now? And then I think, oh God, I hope it's not my face. But then I think you're a streamer, Ryan. You put your face on the internet every day for strangers, for any person in the entire world to look at. I'm looking at not stream. And that's the conclusion I usually come to, Mars, is most people are probably barely looking at all. Yo, Tub, how's it going? Want to have a hint? It has letters? You're so silly. You're so silly. I got to start thinking here. So A has to be in the final 2 slots. Could start L. The Lorax. L is either... Let's see here. Zoom in got it in 4, so no pressure. I just got to get it now. I guess 42069. How's that going for you? Oh my God, Alt J. I haven't heard the song in ages. So let's just talk this through. I don't think we're probably starting with O. I think we may start with L, potentially O. Then we got to figure out a way to get an N or an A in the second half. Could use a second O if we needed to. No S. Can't do like local? That's a crazy guess. Because it only gets us a C and the positioning of some other stuff. Actually, fuck it. No! Okay, this is the best case scenario, though. Best case scenario was we got it right. Second best case scenario was we finally confirm where this A is, where the L is, where the O is. So is this just the old Coral? I swear to God, Coral has been a word-to-word like 6 years ago. That'll do it. It's definitely horse. Yeah. Hold up. Let me try horse. All right. I'm ready to embarrass some people. Does this or does this not look like... Don't answer this in the comments. Australia. I am 7,000 kilometers away. Brother? What are you brothering me about? Oh, no. 62% is not particularly close. It's... Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, no. I've decided we're just going to get these over as quickly as possible. Let's go! We're so good. We're so good. We're so good. American education at its finest. How does it feel knowing you have typed a message that 17 million other people have typed in this chat? How does it feel? You aren't wrong, but how does it feel being unoriginal and wrong and not wrong? Every single time I play World, it feels affirming. Okay, good for you. Excellent. We're playing Bandle. It's a 1980 song. 183 million views on YouTube, which is not that many. What is this bass line? The bass line seems familiar. Is the education system really that bad where you live? I fear for Elle's future. Type a Y in chat if you knew that was China just based on the shape of the nation. Type an in chat if no. And you can be honest with me. Please, dear God, one single fucking person type in. Please, dear God. Thank you. Hope, thank you. Mog, thank you. I appreciate you. Take VIP for the day. How do you spell your name? It's a 0. Hope system. Mog Demon, take VIP for the day. I'm not above bribery here. In, but definitely not Australia. Definitely not Australia? What do you mean definitely not Australia? I know I said we have to move past it as quickly as possible. Okay, I don't think if you were to say the shape of the country of China versus the shape of the country of Australia, how likely, how similar do you think they are? 1. 2. That's an upside down Australia. It's very different. Very different. I would reserve very different for something that's like very long and tall versus super wide. Very different. No, very different is Italy versus Canada. Very different is fucking Madagascar versus Mexico. These are the same shape, upside down. It's the same little. It's like if you turn it sideways, it's a comma. China is such a recognizable shape, bro. But that's not what I'm saying, right? But that wasn't the question. So to be clear, I'm building a very specific straw man here to make myself look better, which is not is China recognizable, but how different would you classify? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being utterly different, how different would you say these two shapes are? There's a concavity. That's the main similarity. I'd call that a pretty basic similarity, right? How different are they? 3, 4, 5? I agree. 10 being very different. I agree. I do see your argument, but I don't want to agree with you out of principle. I'm used to it. Don't worry. All right. I feel like this could be talking heads. I also need this to be louder. Like, this must be the place? Like, talking heads is not wildly popular. I'm going to guess talking heads. What are the options that they give me? Once in a lifetime? Yikes. What years were the talking heads active? Oh, no. This is ABBA. This is, But what are the words? What are the words? This is like winner takes it all. Winner takes it all. Winner takes it all. Let's go! Let's go! Let's fucking go. But the winner takes it all. Okay, the most important of all of the doles. It isn't even technically a dole because it's technically a GLE. This is greater than 180. Do we think it's greater than 190? I'm going to guess 193. I'm pretty hot. It's 195. 196? Am I going the wrong way or the Shit. Am I going the wrong way here? Am I too high or is it higher than me? How does this work? Nope, we're doing it right. Okay, damn it. There's no way it's greater than 200. This is bad. This is bad. It all comes down to this. That's greater than 200 degrees? You're telling me that is 20 degrees right there? That little, like, imagine the straight line. That's 20 degrees? We have to get it exactly? I'm going to let my instincts guide me here. You know what? We're going to let our instincts guide us. We're going to even close our eyes. The only way to do this is to close our eyes, strike the keys, hit enter. Did I get it? Fuck! A third of a right angle. is 30. I know, but to me that didn't feel like a third of a right angle. It felt like a roundabouts 1/9 of a right angle. A little bit more than that. Damn it. All right. Piss poor performance today. We got the Wordle. We got the Worldle in 3, but all of chat let me hear about it. We got the Bandle in 2, and we missed the angle. And still I feel like an idiot. Are there any other doles we should be doing? I think there's a website for it. We can hit random on the doles. What is this going to be? Unzoomed. Find the city you are looking at from above. Oh, we are in so much trouble. The whirlwind of doles. Okay, the city we are looking at from... I can't... Okay, this could be interesting. I think we'll probably zoom out as we go. But we have to find the city we're looking at from above. We have a roundabout that is really well manicured. I'm immediately thinking Europe. That's like a fountain. These houses, on the other hand, these buildings? I don't know that that's a house. Okay, this could be interesting. I just don't think America when I think of all of these tiny little... The way these roads are... First off, the planning. Second off. What's going on here? Are these houses? Why are they stacked so, like... Is this England somewhere? Let's just go with London. London is 11,000 kilometers away. I wish that were more helpful. I think that means the literal opposite side of the world. So I think to me that says South America. This is a rainbow-ass game. Absolutely. So what do we have? We have like very... I mean, we're a large city. Like things are fucking packed on top of one another. That is a race course? Is it a horse racing? What is this? That's not a track. It looks like dirt. This is interesting. It looks like dirt. But maybe it's just brown concrete. I'm looking for a single sports field to give me a little bit of... That could also be a track. Like a middle school track. Is that a court? A helicopter landing spot. Wait, did I just find the best game of the year? This is... I'm really intrigued right now. A little park. There's a river, right? There was like a river. I just want to get a guess from pure distance. Rio is 1,800 kilometers away. Okay, now is when I really start to fail. Because, ooh boy, do I not understand where we are. My South American knowledge is fucking bad. We have a coastline, so that's interesting. This one I think we may need some help from chat with. I think we're opening up this one to chat. So... Yeah, we've got a river and a coastline. We've got another city a little bit farther back. This is definitely like... Oh, it's not huge, though. The port is really not big. Could be Chile or Argentina. As a coastline on the south. Cape Town, maybe? No, Cape Town would be... We're looking at South America for sure. It looks like a southern coastline from a South American country. Buenos Aires at the moment is... Okay. Random thought. My instinct would be Buenos Aires would be bigger, right? I think we're not looking at the largest southern coastline. Like, there are a couple, maybe container ships, two, but like not a large port. Got a seawall here, it looks like. Montevideo is a good thought. I don't know what Montevideo is. There's a park right here. Actually, that's a golf course. That's a golf course. 100%. Those are sand bunkers. Do they play golf in Montevideo? I'm going to very quickly Google just what Montevideo is without looking up anything, just because I want to know what it is. It's the capital of Uruguay. Chat, Montevideo? Or you literally already said that, the capital of Uruguay. I'm so sorry. 4 people said it. Is it Montevideo at altitude? Is Montevideo... Okay, everybody's saying Montevideo. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. Oh, baby! Very confident it's Montevideo. Let's go. Well played, guys. Well played. You know, Rio was not a terrible guess. I did not even know that Rio de Janeiro was a southern-facing... I knew it was coastal. I could not have told you that it's vaguely southern-facing coast. It's not really. I mean, it mostly is. But it's really close to the southern coast. Yet another W for chat. Somehow, chat decides what the W's are, and somehow chat never takes anything but W's. It's crazy. I don't know what the answer is. Like, we'd have known. Yeah, this is interesting.
Streamer makes itself look stupid with a lack of geographic knowledge. Let's go.
Great. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Hi, Iculos. Thanks for the 41 months. Tier 3, by the way. How you doing? A Pokemon Wordle? Oh, no. Are you a Pokemon base stats sicko? I'm thinking of a Pokemon. Charizard. Pokemon not found? Are you off your fucking... How does this work? It's bigger, it's taller, and it's... We guessed too low? Is it Whalmer? We need something huge. We need something bigger, like later Gen, of course. We need something higher and taller. It's the same generation as Whalmer, which I think is like Gen 3. It is at least partially water type. No, it's single type. It is heavier than Whalmer, but less tall. Kyogre. So Whalmer is Gen 3, right? Whalmer is like Ruby, Emerald, etc. Kyogre, does that make sense? Oh, it lists the stuff out here, which is crazy. So let's just see what Whalmer said. 130 kilograms. So we need to weigh more than 130 kilograms. Fuck it, let's try Kyogre. It is less than Kyogre in terms of weight and more than Whalmer. Charizard is only 5'7". I think more people would be attracted to Charizard if he was 5'11". Front seat on this one? Yeah, we can front seat on this. I have no chance of getting this myself. Thank God it's Gen 3, because I really would have no other chance. I mean, so Garuda, it's got to be less tall than Kyogre, which is 4.5 meters tall. Somebody said Swampert, but like 1.5 meters. That's too short. So taller... Don't try more water Pokemon. That's a great point. That's a great point. You guys forget how many... Is Skarmory... That's Gen 2. Fuck. Oh, boy. All right, start yelling Type 3, Gen 3 Pokemon. There's no way we're going to get this. Many of you guys could get this. There's 0 chances I could get it, though. It's 2 types? I don't think so. I think it's single type. I think it's single type. This single type is circled, which I think means that it is single type. Something not water. Not. Absol is too short because it must be above 1.7 meters tall. Above 130 kilograms, below 350. Regirock. Okay, I think Regirock is actually not tall enough, but I think a lot of these other ones are. Let's try Registeel. I'm a fucking genius. Chat is dumb. I got that completely on my own with 0 help. All right, let's try one more. We're going to try one more until we hit something that we're just really not a fan of. Birtle? Okay, excellent. That's going to do it for today. We're going to go play some Satisfactory. I can't zoom in on the picture. All right. Yell your try Charizard? I have a guess. Hit me with it real quick. Looks like a bird of some sport. That's clearly Superman. Wrong answers only. That's a pigeon, for sure. That bird doesn't exist. Harpy eagle. We're in the eagle family. Is it a juvenile bald eagle? We're in the correct genus. And that's going to be where I call it, because I am no longer interested in playing. Thanks so much for watching. All right, let's play some Satisfactory. We'll never know. We'll never know what kind of bird that was. We'll never know. We'll never know. Okay, the Dulls was fun. I gotta say, the Dulls was fun. I'm glad I discovered the, like, random button, because I had a lot of fun hitting random on that, honestly. I had a lot of fun. I also liked Unzoomed, mostly because chat could help me. Iculos recently got into bird watching. Iculos, I have a related question. Is your romantic partner into bird watching? Yes or no? No, but I'm trying to get her into it. Damn it. I thought for sure it would be a she tried to convince you. And you're like, I'll do anything to spend time with you. You could play GeoGuessr. It'll be fun seeing you struggle. I suck at GeoGuessr. We played it a lot on stream. A decent amount on stream. I do suck at it. I'm really bad. I'm really bad. Megan and I played it together, which was the most fun way to play it because Megan is very smart, but neither of us are particularly... Megan, I mean, we've both traveled a decent amount. It's just like... And Megan has a better geography knowledge than me. You'd probably be better at Hyrule Guesser. Now that is interesting. Does that have Tears of the Kingdom spoilers in it? Maybe we'll play Hyrule Guesser tomorrow or something. All right, let's do some... Satisfactory. I tried kickboxing for the first time for her, but I don't think I'll ever do it again. Okay, so, hold up. Iculos has a girlfriend. You tried kickboxing. Has she tried any of your hobbies? I do love it when... By the way, welcome back to Satisfactory. I do love it when couples start trying each other's hobbies. I think it can be a lot of fun. I'm trying to remember if Megan had any hobbies that I tried. I mean, frankly, she got me to play Super Mario Odyssey because she really, really wanted to play it, and I was like, I don't really like Mario games. I don't really want to play this. but I'll play anything for you. And then I really enjoyed it, and it was a lot of fun. So I got her into bouldering. We've been doing it for 6 months now. I did make Megan go bouldering with me when I was doing bouldering a lot a couple years ago. Okay. That's a great way to spend time. So welcome back to Satisfactory. PPE, please. You're so right. You're so right. So, what are we up to today? That's a great question. We could start working on Phase 5 stuff a little bit more. Oh my god, did I not put this on right? Don't look at my butt, chat. Nice butt. Hey, thanks. Bye, Uzai. Thanks for being here. Okay. So last we left off, we had made some new items at the top of our factory. I need to check on power, probably. We had learned how to make power shards without wasting them, which is exciting. Let's go check and see what's going on up here. Last episode I saw was when you made the dune buggy, somewhere in the 87th episode. Yeah, we've changed it a little bit. We have fixed set ingots now. That's what we are most recently on. So then I think it means we need to make fix-it trigons, which is a thing everybody definitely understands, right, chat? Fix-it trigons? Absolutely. We're all on board for what that means. For sure, for sure. Oh, it was just made in a constructor. Let's do that. That's easy enough. How's the industrialization? It goes pretty well. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with our factory. As long as we have power, I'm really happy with our factory. And currently we do have power, so we'll see how long that lasts for, but yeah, it goes well. We're into Phase 5. We're trying to keep the entire factory running, trying to start all the products we need for Phase 5. Trying not to run out of nuclear power. Cam says my Subway is here, chat. What did you order from Subway? What's your go-to order? Go-to Subway order. Most importantly, I don't care what you get for a sandwich. There's two important things. Italian herbs and cheese bread. I'm sure all of the Europeans in chat just rolled over in their graves. I don't know why they're dead in this hypothetical situation, but I'm sure they do not like our Italian herbs and cheese bread. And garden salsa chips. Those are the two important things. Tuna on Italian herbs and cheese with lettuce and tomatoes. You get tuna from Subway? Ryan, have you seen those videos of people putting the 3 Gen 1 starter Pokemon in front of their toddler, seeing which one they choose? My brother did this for my nephew recently. He made a beeline for Charmander. That's really cute. That's really cute. No, I've never seen that before. That's funny. Elle has 2 Pokemon stuffies. She has Vaporeon and she has Slowpoke. The Slowpoke we got from friends who went to Japan, and the Vaporeon I got from Speeds. Actually, Vaporeon is now on my shelves because I stole that one. Best Subway order, step 1, go to Jersey Mike's. Step 2, get something. Spoken like a person who hasn't existed in the middle of the very rural Midwest, where the only restaurant you have for a 3-hour stretch on your road trip is a Subway in a town that has one stoplight and a gas station. Jersey Mike's. I laugh in the face of your Jersey Mike's. Ha ha ha. What's the other one? Penn Station? What are people's thoughts on Penn Station? Is it bad? Yo, hi, Elo. How's it going? I hope you've enjoyed your trip. How you doing, Elo? Never heard of a restaurant called Penn Station. Is it a train station? What's a Penn Station? Penn Station, I think, is probably a not very good sandwich shop, but it existed next door to a running shoe to a store that I worked at, a running shoe store that I worked at for a couple years, and it was new to me as a person who had never had one before, and so I got it, you know, as is tradition. How do you spell it? Just like Louis Santos spelled it in chat. I got it every day for a year because it was right next door to the place. It was a new fast food store that I had never had before, and I got it every single day for a year. It is named after the train station. I think that would make sense. What I remember about it was that I had to be very careful and explicit about what I was ordering, or else they would make it wrong, which I think was probably more about the specific location I was using than anything else. And that I needed to and that the sandwich itself was not great, but the cookie was. I always got a cookie, and it was like an enormous, probably like 1,000-calorie cookie. I don't know, fucking 1,500-calorie cookie, probably. Has nobody in chat had Penn Station? Sorry, I'm scrolling. Burrito Salad says, I know I've had Penn Station before. I don't remember anything about it, so I guess it can't have been that good. Subway doesn't serve cheese sauce with their pretzels. I'll never forgive the false advertising. Subway has pretzels? Are Stuffies different from plushies, or is that a regional thing? I am not the person to ask on this. Do you call them Stuffies or plushies, chat? Or are those different things? Plushies, Stuffies. Plushies are stuffed animals. I think growing up we called them stuffed animals, but I don't know. Did I say Stuffies or plushies? In Dutch we call them knuffles, which is the same word as hugs. That's cute. That's really cute, actually. I know we have the brand Squishmallow. Mellow? I think you said Stuffies. Okay, so apparently I say Stuffies. I know we have the brand Squishmallow because it's like all the rage with tiny kids. But I don't know what the Stuffies versus plushies linguistics phenomenon is about. In my mind, plushies denotes a smaller thing than a stuffed animal. The design principles are the same. Okay. So I think what I probably have is in your mind, a stuffy. Now that I am saying the word stuffy, I feel like it's wrong. Like I've thought about the word stuffy too much, and I'm like, that's not a real word. There's no way. No way it's a real word. Any pillow pet lovers in chat? Squishmallows are so soft. I did not understand the hype until I got one for my daughter. Is stuffy just a stuffed animal that isn't an animal? I think it's probably just short for stuffed animal. I think it can be an animal. Okay, I have examples. Okay, so I believe this is branded as a Squishmallow. I think this is a Squishmallow. It's fucking huge. It's very soft. Very soft. I think if it weren't the brand name Squishmallow, you would call it stuffy. Because it's huge. It's big. I think I would call it a stuffy. Apparently, that's what I call them. My headcanon is plushie as a specific character, stuffed animals is generic. So this would be a plushie then. It is a Vaporeon plushie. It is both smaller and a specific character. So potentially this would be a plushie. I think we've solved it. Also, in my streamer room, I have so many of Megan's hair ties on the ground because her favorite thing to do right now is to walk into the bathroom when Megan is getting ready for work or showering or anything and grab all of her hair ties out of this drawer that she has in the bathroom and carry them into other rooms, put them down, walk back in, get more, put them down. Ryan Holmes has solved another mystery. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on the case. Fear not. She loves making deliveries of hair ties. Yeah, she's all about it. I mean, that looks ugly as shit. Oh no, what am I doing? Oh no. That looks even worse. Oh my god. Okay, I can't do that. Sometimes you just go a step too far with the spaghetti. That's better. It's still bad, but it's better. Why do you have a Vaporeon plushie in your private room? Why did you call it a private room? That made it seem weird. Especially with all the Vaporeon connotations. Private room? God. You might as well say sex dungeon at that point. No, I don't have a Vaporeon in my sex dungeon. I have it in my streamer dungeon, which is different. Despite the fact that I make a lot of sex jokes in my streamer dungeon. Your gamer den. All right, let's. We've decided what stuffy versus plushie is. Now let's decide what's worse. Streamer room. Gamer den. We need something with studio. Streamer studio. I call it my office because it feels less embarrassing. So you have a sex dungeon? Yeah, for sure. Me. You know me. Big fan. I hate that there are permanent implications for Vaporeon. Me too. Okay, so we are now making very few fixed-site ingots. Truly none at a time. 30 per minute. Which is, again, and I cannot reiterate this enough, not any at all. But we are making some fixed-site trigons. Which means after that, we need to make biochemical sculptors. Which is an item for the... It's the next item for the thing. For the phase 5. I'd call it the none of your business room. Oh my god, I do have a story to tell though. So I'm having this experience right now, which is that I had this experience twice in the last week. Which is that so one, I went to this bachelor party, and I generally keep it like relatively close to the chest what I do for work. Like, I tend to just lie to people and be like, yeah, I do freelance writing, which is what I did do before I did streaming, you know? Or, like, alongside it. So I just, like, if I'm, like, meeting, like, a person, like an acquaintance who I'm likely to not have a ton of conversation with, who I am not deeply friends with, and we aren't going to actually, like, have any particularly meaningful talk about our lives, I don't tend to say I'm a streamer of video games, because that... one, it puts the focus on me, which is not usually how I prefer things to happen. Although the problem is that unfortunately, freelance writer also, it's not like accountant, you know, like people ask questions about freelance writer too. But with that one, I can always just be like, oh, I do boring stuff. Hi, Shammy, how's it going? So... Ingot. This one needs to be Trigon. But we go to this bachelor party weekend this weekend, and a bunch of my best friends are meeting me for a couple of them are meeting me for the first time. Like, I'm one of his college friends. Some of his high school friends are there. They're meeting me. And Nick's like, yeah, he's a streamer. He plays video games for a living.
Will it be 12 months before he's done?
Probably. We're at 11? No, we're at 10. Okay, thank God. I think probably, Shammy. So anyways, we had to have lots of conversations about, like, oh, so what do you do? Like, what video games do you play? Lots of, and what video games do you play is often the first conversation. However, I also had people doing work. So one of they replaced the windows in our house. One of the windows that they replaced is the window right here in this room. They replaced it like a day ago. Which means that I had contractors coming into this room, looking at my computer setup and being like, so do you have a podcast or do you stream video games? And I was like, ooh, I stream occasionally. Because it's not like I'm not looking to bring the people in my normal life into this community. If they make their way here, great, probably. But I'm not looking to, like, convert every person in my real life into, because then how am I going to talk about breast milk, you know? I can't be doing that in front of people I went to middle school with. I can't be doing that in front of my neighbors. The funny thing about both conversations is both times they hear that, so the contractor hears that I'm a streamer, the new friends at the bachelor party hear that I'm a streamer. Both times they're like, wait a second, so do you play? And then they list off a whole bunch of games that I basically don't play. Like, yo, do you play, are you going to be playing Battlefield 6, the new game that comes, you know, the new Battlefield that comes out? Except the way they phrased it was, are you going to play BF6? I'm like, brother, I have no idea what Boyfriend 6 is, and I have never heard of it before. No. I will not be playing it. Did you play this game, that game? And I'm like, no. And the way I explained it is, I play a lot of puzzle games. One of them was like, oh, do you play... So the contractor was like, do you stream Fortnite, Call of Duty, or Rainbow Six Siege? Those were his three options. And I was like, well, kind of Fortnite, but not exactly. It's been a long time. And he was like, and I was like, not really any of those. And he was like, oh, okay, those are the ones that my kids watch. I was gonna say, maybe my kids have watched your stream before, and I was like, I fucking hope not, brother. Buddy, I hope not. Sorry, we gotta make these lowercase. Everybody knows. This thing, right? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Exclamation away. Whoa! Wait, what did I just do? Oh, if I hit E, I cycled through the numbers. That's cool. I can cycle through the numbers with E. We had to ban our kids from watching streamers. I wonder how old they'll be when we let them. I'd go with 18. I'd go with old. I don't know. I feel like there's probably... I think there are certainly streamers you could probably watch at like 14 years old. I also... feel like generally... I feel like watching a streamer is a post-high school type of activity. Ryan, how old do you think a kid would have to be to watch you? I think they should be at least 18, because I make everybody who watched this stream click a button that says, I'm 18. And frankly, some of them who pop in at 18, I'm like, I think maybe you should be a little older. I just feel like something about watching streamers in particular is like probably an activity you should start once you have your own, like once you are doing work at a desk and you need something else happening on the other screen. That's what I feel like. That's probably the how most people fall into it, right? Like, I feel like watching YouTube is sometimes a more like focused activity. I don't know. I think a lot of 14-year-olds probably watch streams. These are produced in blenders. Blenders. I don't have computers. I don't know. I really have to focus to type and listen. It's true. It's true. And to be clear, I think like, you know, it's like we've talked about. The experience of watching a streamer with like 20, 30, I don't know, probably even like 100. The experience of watching a streamer where the chat is very active and is a group of people who are talking to each other, very different than watching 1,000+ viewer streamer. I feel like the opposite, YouTube is less focused because there's no interaction. Well, I think you guys are all unicorns. I think if you are currently active in this conversation on stream right this second, you're already sort of doing the opposite of the thing I'm talking about, which is I would say probably most of the people on Twitch are lurking. I don't know. I wish I knew the numbers for this because it would be interesting. I bet most of the people on Twitch are lurking, have sent barely any chat messages, and are not particularly a part of the conversation of whatever they're watching. Does that make sense? Neutral ass is currently lurking. Well, unfortunately, you did type in chat, which means that you are no longer lurking, which does mean... Damn it. Like, I think the average... So I guess I'm talking mostly about the average Twitch experience. Does that make sense? As opposed to what you guys are doing, which is like, you guys are part of an internet cult where if you miss a meeting, another cult member is going to be knocking on your door being like, hey, I noticed you weren't at stream on Thursday. You missed out on our breast milk and piss conversation. What's wrong? You guys are doing something entirely different than most people. Ryan, what do you think of the UK Online Safety Act? Do you agree? Have you seen it? Exclamation current events. Probably just kind of outside of the realm of what we try to talk about on stream. I don't know a lot about it, but I also don't tend to talk a lot about like what's making the news kind of things. We're here more to talk about useless shit like breast milk and piss. Oh no, I missed my chat tithing. Exactly. I don't know. It's interesting though that y'all. I agree that like. Okay, raise your hand in chat if you watch a streamer where you are mostly a lurker. Do you lurk on anyone else's Twitch stream? Raise your hand in chat if you are a lurker on a different Twitch stream. Or this one. You can raise your hand here if you want. No, I just watch YouTube videos. Hilariously, I mostly watch YouTube. I do not do a lot of lurking, but I do a little bit of lurking. I need computers. That's what I needed. Computers. If I'm lurking, if you're a lurker, which many of you raised your hands, do you have chat on or off? Is chat up on screen or no? It's one of the really weird things about Twitch, which is that I think, yes, in chat if you have chat open, in chat if not. Yeah, people are saying on. Okay, that's fine too. Chat on. Wait, you can turn chat off. Like if you go full screen, you don't see chat. You usually have chat up. I do not just lurk here. No, chat always on. Okay. That is a lot more chat on than I would have guessed. Ikelos says, holy shit, I didn't know that. If you go full screen, you don't have to see chat. Ikelos is like, I'm never seeing any of you fuckers again. I'm going full screen. Get out of here. Damn, that's so interesting. I will more often, depending on who I'm watching, I will occasionally just go chat off. Like, I'm just interested. Sometimes it's because there's something like this where you can just kind of keep an eye on it while you're, you know, like below my camera right now. But I would say probably most people watching, like... All right, let's just go to the website. Let's do the research right now. Let's go to the website. Browse. Categories. Sort by viewers high to low. Battlefield 6, Speak of the Devil. Currently watching Little Indigestion. Who's that? Battlefield 6. This is going to be out of context, right? Because it's going to be huge. There's 800,000 people watching this. 10 the Tapman is currently the largest Battlefield 6 streamer. Oh, no, sorry. This is recommended for you still. Viewers high to low. My PC is shitting the bed because it does not like to play Satisfactory and do anything else at all. Let me close all my other tabs. See if this helps. High to low. So there's 180,000 people here. We're going to mute immediately. We're probably going to see an ad. Of the 179,537 people watching this stream, and I know it's an anomaly, it's the biggest stream on Twitch. How many people do you think are watching stream with chat open? What's the percentage? Chat open versus chat closed for 175,000 people. Go ask in his chat. It's also subscribers only, which means it's even less people have it open than normal, probably. More than half open just because of default settings. Now, that could be true. That could be true. Girl, I'm not watching stream if there's that many. I hear you. I hear you. That Churum command comment needs a command because it's too perfect. All right, let me scroll up. What did Churum say to me today? Chat is better than the actual stream, TBH. That's nothing new. So here's my total thesis on this point right now. I think generally, if you're like a 16-year-old on Twitch, 20% of them are running around trying to get banned from Twitch chat. 20% of them are actively chatting. And then 60% of them are either not chatting, like not actually typing, or not even looking at chat ever. I think generally young people on Twitch are probably because they are very likely watching Tim the Tapman stream to 175,000 people. Like they are more often falling into those categories where it's like 100,000 people watching this, 100,000 people watching this. Kai Sanat, you know, etc. It would be a disaster If Ryan ever became that popular, it would low-key ruin my life. Your life? It'd ruin my life. I need to make computers. I could think of nothing I would want to do where I would want 180,000 people to watch me doing it. If they want to watch it later on YouTube, that's great, but live? That's a lot of pressure. Computers are just slow, and that is partially related to... This is plastic? Oh no, please don't be plastic. Plastic? What? Oh boy. Okay. Respectfully, with love, I think Ryan is too frustrating for a mainstream audience. You don't have to say with love. I agree with you. I think we've like self-selected for a partially frustrating experience because the goal of if the goal of stream were like to deliver serotonin or dopamine, just like hit after hit after hit, I would do literally everything differently. That ain't the goal. All right, so this is plastic. Is that Mark IV? Nope. Is that? Nope. This is just going straight through. So we're going to hang out up here for just a second and see what's going on. These have a little bit in them. Let's see if these get empty before a new train comes in. Beating the unnameable game. I think it would be fun to stream to more people. To a point. Because I think at some point... Yeah, I don't know. I've had this conversation. Hey, speak of the devil. Today is literally... Today is literally 6 years since I first streamed on Twitch to 0 people with my microphone muted. 6 years ago today, I went live from my laptop in 480p with 15 minutes of Factorio, and my microphone did not work. Actually, I didn't even have a microphone on day one. I didn't even plug in a microphone. So there was no, so it was just like testing my settings. Then tomorrow, I think it was 6 years ago, I streamed and I hooked up my microphone, but my microphone was muted. And so nothing. Yo, Oculos, thanks very much. Thank you. Thanks for the 5 gifted subs. So I guess this is very like topical in the way that thanks Oculos. This is very topical in the way that like, yeah, this train is not going to come in. We need more plastic. Interesting. Let's quickly go check and see if there is plastic over here.
Happy
Lumella.
anniversary and hi.
Thank you. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 1 year. Holy cow. Is there more plastic on the belts? Yes. However, we need it to be backed up. We're going to have to see what that is like. Yeah, a lot of times over the last 6 years, there's been a conversation of like, I hope Ryan never gets bigger than this, or a different variation of that thought, which I respect. I totally get. You like the way things work here. You like the way we get to interact with each other. I honestly believe, though, that at every step of the growth that has happened over the last 6 years has made things more fun. Generally, I think you obviously lose a little something Like when it was just Mars and I here on stream, Mars and I could talk about literally whatever Mars wanted to talk about, ever. Which I'm sure was a lot of fun for Mars, and frankly, it was fun for me. But it's like right now, I feel like our conversations end up being a ton of fun in the way that like there's 60 different perspectives or however many people are watching right now. There's like a certain number of perspectives that can sort of bounce off of each other, and people can play different roles, and it's I think the chat experience has only gotten, at least for me, and you're entitled to your own opinion, at least for me, it has only gotten better with each little step of growth. People are afraid of change. It's all good. Yeah, I get that. I mean, I'm afraid of change. I'd be, like I said, I'd be scared to stream. If I could snap my fingers and stream to 1,000 people tomorrow, I would not do it. I mean, you know, qualifications, but I wouldn't do it just because. To me, the thing that I think you all know instinctively, and I know instinctively, is that. We're waiting on our plastic train, by the way. There it is. We're going to ride it back over. It's got like 600 per cart, 700 per cart, which is not a lot. Which is that like the sense of community in the community is not how many people are currently here. Like, it's not like how many people are here on X day. It's how many people have been here for X amount of days and bring with them knowledge and memes and memories and like if we had 1,000 people here tomorrow, that'd be 940 people here for their first day, right? Which is not how you have a community. Maybe it's how you build one, but it's not how you have a community. What I want is what I love, and what in an ideal world would be an absolute fucking dream, is a mix of people in chat who are here for the first time, a mix of people in chat who have been here for a very long time, and a mix of people in chat who have been here for a couple months and are loving what they're doing. You know? Because that's so much fun. I love that. I love that feeling. It is conflicting. I wish the channel did do well, grow the great community. I think it would lose. I would lose interest the bigger it gets. Yeah, for sure. I get that. I get that. And it's not like there aren't growing pains or like just like changing things. The good news with us, okay, one thought on this. Hi Bob, how's it going? Is one thought I've always had on this front is I can remember this was like 4 years ago. We had a moderator named Surprise who was like, Ryan, if you get any bigger, I won't come to streams. Like, I just won't enjoy it. I'd be so sad if you got any bigger. And we had like 15 viewers, and I was like, I don't know, maybe next month we could try to average 20. And he left. No, and I was like, Surprise. Look around, dude. I've been doing it for, at that point, I'd been doing it for like 3 years. I was averaging 15 viewers. 2 viewers? I don't know how. 2 years? 15 viewers? Something like that. I was like, look around. Do you think we're in any danger of growth so rapid that things would change underneath your feet? No. Didn't he turn out to also be a teenager? Yes, and I love Surprise, to be clear. Surprise lied about his age to us for 4 years. For like 3 years. Surprise is incredible. I miss Surprise so greatly, and I wish him nothing but the best. Surprise also was a Surprise high schooler lying about being a college student. Did Surprise help me build my PC, solve all of my tech problems for 2 years, and generally be like a lovely person? We talk, you know, we confided in each other about a ton of stuff. Absolutely. Yes to all of those. Shout out to Surprise. It must be a challenge, though, to pick games that will grow the channel versus not lose people who are looking back to what you used to do. Honestly, that's an interesting question. Is it a challenge to pick games that will grow the channel and not lose people who are looking back to what you used to do? I'm going to answer that in a tongue-in-cheek way first. tongue-in-cheek. No, the solution is just to always tell them that you'll eventually get to the game that they want. I'm kidding. I'm kidding so hard, to be clear. Why are we going so slowly? Is this really the rate at which we make this shit? That's not even a joke. Okay, well, the part of it that is a joke is that I do try to be honest about the chances of a game getting played and when they'll get played. I try to tell people, I'm like, it's on the list. No guarantee it's going to happen in the next year. No guarantee. I'd like to play it. That's true. Honestly, Shammy, to answer your question or to kind of talk on that topic, I would say, honestly, one of the biggest points of stress for me, despite also being... How do I phrase this? I have a constant background fear that this is going out, not full, but like getting there. Is everything producing 100% of the time? You're yellow. Why are you yellow? Your residue is full? Wait, what? So you're so that was yellow for a second because your output is full. It's because I'm using this? Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna have to solve this in a second. Let me finish my thought and then we'll solve this. I would say one of my lowest level fears is like my constant but low level fears is, Ryan, you're gonna choose the wrong game or series of games and people are just going to eventually lose interest in the channel and things will decline and someday it'll all be over and you'll have to get a different job. And the funny thing about that fear is that I don't think it's wrong. I think the funny thing about that fear, and some people are already saying, hey, I'm brainwashed, I'll be here forever. Hey, you've played this game for a year, we're still here daily talking about piss, don't worry about it too much. You guys are right and kind for saying that. But the other part about that fear is that no part of it is wrong. Eventually it will happen. I hope it's a very long time, and I'm really looking to maximize the amount of time I can do this as a job because I love it. And frankly, I think we have so much good stuff to do. We have so many great, amazing games. We have so much stuff that I look at, like, I think we can still level up how we do blind playthroughs. I think we can still have so much more fun making memories as a community. I think we have different variations of all of those things. But also someday people will lose interest. I will have to get another job. I'm not going to be doing this at 85. I mean, I hope I'm not doing any job at 85, but like, I mean, I don't know. The odds of me streaming at 65 as my day job, probably pretty low. Probably pretty low. Frankly, that's going to happen to all of us in all of our own careers. And like, it's just like the idea that like growth will happen forever in a exponential manner is a lie. Like, things fail, things change, like phases end. The chance that, you know, these things will inevitably, the thing I fear will inevitably happen. And the other half of that coin though, right? On the one hand, those things will happen. The other half of the coin is that worrying about them is not how I maximize my enjoyment of the present. Here are things that I can worry about that I think actually make today and tomorrow and next week way more fun for both you and for me. 1, the game that I have chosen, does it make me excited to sit in this chair every day and talk to chat? Outside of the game, this, like, streaming is not picking a game and playing it until you lose interest. Streaming is how you present the game, how you present the challenge of the game, how you present the chat interaction, the starting stream with dulls, or the little traditions and weird little interaction things between and around the game. That's the stopping for 5 seconds to rant about 5 minutes, 5 hours to rant about your fears rather than playing the game. Like, all of that stuff is in my control and is way more interesting to think about and, frankly, like, more important too. So I think, like, the other half of the, like, fear of all of that stuff is the reminder that, like, in some ways none of that fucking matters. I think if tomorrow we chose to play nothing but Toontown Online for the rest of my streaming career, we could probably find a way to make that into a career. It would be a struggle, but we could probably do it. Or squad. Now, why Toontown? Because the game is 25 years old already, or whatever it is. Oculus is like, you could probably do it. I won't be there. But instead, we have, like, a whole playground of creativity. Like, the full honest truth is that, like, okay, here's what's very likely going to happen starting next week. Majora's Mask most likely starts Monday. Also on Monday next week, I am very likely going to bring back a 1-week Pokemon week starting on Monday, where we are going to re-pick up our Nuzlocke, ban people if they die, make a Discord channel specifically for banned people in the Discord, where only the people who have been banned can hop in and chat, like a specific club. By ban, you mean timeout, exactly. What the fuck? You just announces that out of random? What do you mean? I don't know. I didn't announce anything. Keep it to yourselves. This is a secret between you and I, chat. Also, Churum already knew. I already told you, Churum. We have a ghost chat, exactly. Can I clip that to share? Absolutely not. This is our secret. This is our secret. Also, I already told you, Ikelos. Also, I did say it on stream a couple weeks ago. I know, but I expected a huge announcement. I think we'll also do that. I'm just, you know, while we're here and in our fields and talking. Also, apologies for coughing so much. I think I have some, like, baby sickness making my nose run, which is making my throat really sore. What else is new? Okay, we are no longer output limited here. Long story short, I have those fears all the time. Constantly I'm thinking, like, how do I maintain growth forever until the day that I die so that I can keep streaming? And the answer is, you don't. You focus on the shit that does matter, like how you can make next week interesting for people, how you can deliver the best time for the people who are kind enough to give you their attention, how you can make memories for the people who are kind enough to pour their attention, their money, their love, their talents with art, and their hilariousness with their chats. How do I make the best time for those people possible? And that is enough to worry about. I don't need to worry about, like, growing forever. The rest of the stuff will just come. Is constant growth required to be sustainable? Can you not coast sometimes? I think you could definitely coast. And I also don't think... I think the idea of constant growth is a fucking lie. I think it's a lie. All right, we got to do some math. We are now using all of this fuel, which is good, meaning all of these should basically stay green. However, we have, I think, 20 machines making 20 plastic. Let's count that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Cool. And that's doing, so 20 times 20 is 480. It's a lie. It's a very capitalist lie. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ryan, we will start Majora's Mask in 2 weeks. That was on July 9th. Was it really, Churum? God damn it. Timberborn took a little longer to finish than I thought. And then the last week has been a chaos. Has been absolute chaos. Okay. So, do I need to make another one of these, or what do I need to do here? This is a big problem. I love Timberborn so much, Ryan. I'm so happy to hear that, Carly. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Where the fuck am I? Nope. I'm like... Am I on this map somewhere? Right here. Right here. Right there. Normal, pure, pure, impure. So we have a lot of oil. Sincerely, one of my favorite playthroughs of yours. Thanks, Carly. You and Cheers are keeping the smaller YouTube playthroughs alive between Farming Sim and that one. Bye, Hope System. The hard job, someone's got to do it. I am so grateful for you guys. Okay, so I'm having something really unfortunate is happening. Which is that my throat is really suffering. So maybe I need to talk a little quieter, which is ironic for a number of reasons. One, I know I have a DM from Joyce in my Discord inbox about this exact topic. And two, I've been away for a week. And you would have to, like, sounds weird, but like, you'd have to kill me to stop me from streaming right now, because I have wanted to do this for a full fucking week and I have not had the opportunity. There's no chance I'm not streaming right now. I feel so weird about that. I don't think you should feel weird about it. I thought the message was great. I'm sorry I didn't respond yet. No, I appreciate you. Okay, there's oil somewhere here. Do the rest of the stream is ASMR? I got you guys. Did that turn blue right here? It's not a refinery. It's a oil extractor. Where the fuck is this shit? Right there? Can I also use this other thing on top of it? Listen, leave me alone. Just get someone in a call and narrate what you're doing. Evo, are you currently at work? Are you available? Are you volunteering? Evo, call me on Discord. Thank Evo, who can't watch the stream. Oh, you're so right. I can't have Evo do it because Evo would be unable to watch because of motion sickness. You're so right. You're so right. Okay. We're going to go with the second best option.
Why are you calling me? actually am at work.
Okay. See ya.
Bye.
Why'd you pick up then, Carly? That's what I'm saying. That was fucking great. I honestly, whatever my expectations were for the response, Carly outdid them. That was great. No. Tom and Carly W. That was such a jump scare. I'm sorry. All right, so we're gonna build more. We have tons of oil over here. If we need more plastic, we're probably going to eventually need more rubber. I'm gonna build more plastic first, and we're going to eventually probably add rubber. Hi, Cassie. How's it going? Just finished my meeting. What did I miss? Not a lot. I mean, we ranted a little bit about the eventual heat death of the universe and also the eventual death of the Little Indigestion streaming and YouTube channels. It's just probably eventually going to happen. I can't build it because I don't have fucking computers. The universe doesn't have a heat death? Sorry, the heat death of the sun. Stream keeps slightly stuttering. Is anybody else having that issue? I saw somebody else say that earlier. Not currently? Okay. Cat keeps reconnecting, but stream looks fine. Okay. I'm thinking we might need to try out building with a blueprint designer whenever we get the chance. Unfortunately, we don't have the blueprint Mark II, which kind of makes this a pain in the ass. Oh my god, I keep hitting all the wrong buttons. Cat's reconnected a few times. Okay for me right now. Okay, good. How are you, Cassie? What's going on with you? What's new? How's your last week been? That's what I've been trying to ask everybody, and I have failed because I only asked it at the start of stream. What has been the highlight of your last week? Okay, let's just start here. We need refineries right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you imagine if Carly would have been in a meeting? I think she probably would have just ignored it. Highlight was vacation at the beach. I guess good food. Gotta love Britney. I love Britney Spears. Oh, sorry. Britney France. This recipe, taken up here. Sorry, manager. Streamer needs me. I didn't leave a ton of room here. We'll go ahead and add an extra row just to make this really easy. I think what we want to do is go ahead and build the pipeline junctions. Do, do, do. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Let's build 10 and see what happens. I made a Minecraft realm for a whim for the dinguses on a whim. Have been feeding the Minecraft urge the past few days, which has been nice. Hell yeah. Trying to have me narrate Satisfactory would be like that time you made me try and explain Hollow Knight lore that one time. Oh my god, I forgot about that. I honestly think that we should try it. I think we should have somebody who doesn't understand, which is most of you. Try to narrate what I'm doing in this game right now. Like, it's kind of the essence of this playthrough has been people being like, I don't know. He's hooking the one thing up to the other thing, and he looks happy? Sad. He looks sad about it. I don't know. Ah. Looks like it's going well. No, doesn't look like it's going well. To be frank, people who have played before also struggle to narrate what they're doing. Fuck. Frankly, I struggle to narrate what I'm doing in this game. I'm like, we need 10 of them. 10 of what, Ryan? 10 of, the name for it is refinery. We need 10 conveyor lifts, but we need 10 conveyors. Technically, they're called conveyor lifts, but I call them conveyors. Do you even narrate? I mean, frankly, most of the time, I've decided that the most interesting thing to do for you all is to not narrate, but to instead say, hey, what song is most loved by all Dutch people? The answer may surprise you. Not again? That was one of my favorite Satisfactory conversations, actually. I feel like I learned a lot there. Okay, so this is 30 per minute times 10 is 300. We need to power it up. Now he's baiting people to talk about breast milk again. It's really Dropout's fault for bringing that back into our consciousness, into the zeitgeist. Do you think that person's still going around asking people if they prefer boobs or ass? Or do you think I made a difference, chat? I don't think I made a difference. Over the most iconic Satisfactory chat conversations, how would everyone rank them? I know I'm forgetting some, or I wasn't present, but I'm thinking of some of the greatest hits. Hamster porn in space. Oh my god, you're so right. Breast milk versus piss. Favorite music in the Netherlands. What else? What are some of the all-time Satisfactory conversations we've had? I think there's been a good amount of parenting stuff. The Colorado convo is 100% on the list. 100% on the list. I still think about that. Colorado for sure. For sure. Okay, so 300 meters. No, 300 cubic. 300 whatever the units are. I don't know what the fucking units are. We'll go find out. Was poop in the closet a conversation during Satisfactory? It's probably come up during Satisfactory. I don't think it started as a... Okay, so that should be 300. 300. This is exact... Clean pipeline is... Or pipeline is... Yeah. Okay. Who has that dog boner command? That's Mona. Exclamation Mona was probably a satisfactory thing. Pooping in the woods. I liked the capitals conversation. That's right, the capitals of U.S. states. 720 is the quote. Nice. Okay, we need some pumps for this. Trying to think what else. Any other... Colorado was a real... That was a fun one. Trying to think if there's any other conversations. That make the, like, all-time satisfactory list. Oh, Iculus, don't start this again. The Oxford comma? That's right. That's right. Shammy says, I suspect there's a spreadsheet somewhere. Yeah, Evo has access to the quote list, Elo. Unfortunately, not everybody does, but Evo does. Okay, now we just copy what we have down here, which is 5. 10 per minute. Into 2. 5 into 1 into 2. We could probably make this all a little bit simpler too. Like, I wonder if we need the... the storage tank. It actually feels close to the game now that you're saying all-time chats. All-time chats. How near endgame or are you, or do you not really know? I do not exactly know, but I do have some big hints. I think we are pretty near endgame. One, chat has told me maybe 30 more hours, and then they revised that when they told me that this was a couple hours ago, 10 hours ago. But they revised that when they remembered how much talking I do. Then I am on phase 5 of 5 phases in the game. So that is promising. My assumption is sort of that when we complete phase 5 in the upper right hand corner, if that isn't the end of the game, then it's very fucking close. That's my assumption. I don't know the answer to that. I don't really want to know the answer to that, but that's kind of where I'm at. So yeah, I would say probably pretty close. Was Andy a Satisfactory stream? Oh my god, the Nemesis saga was a Satisfactory stream? Holy shit. Has that objective box always been there? I'm so unobservant. No, it has. Yes, it has been there, but no, you're not unobservant. It's fine. Satisfactory is when you were questioned on what items were where in your house. That's true. Do we know when the first Satisfactory stream was last year? Because that would be another thing I'm interested in figuring out, mostly so that I can try and get it done within a calendar year. I think we looked at the this is so ugly. It feels like it's been forever. Dude, it's been so fucking long. It's been so long. I love this game, but it has been so long. And that's, I mean, that's my own fault. We've played other games in the middle. We've, you know, gotten very sidetracked. I'm the one who takes 15-minute rants to pause and talk about other things, for sure. I'm the problem. September 31st? September 18th? You're telling me I have a month and a half to get it done within a year? Ugh. Hi, Soul Gauge. How's it going? It's been great, though. It has been great. I truly, especially as we're talking like this, I truly value how many... I was telling Meg the other day that, like, there are times when I'm like, oh, man, Satisfactory is kind of a hard game to stream because I either have to focus on the game or I have to focus on providing an entertaining chat experience. It's sometimes how it feels. Which has led to, I would say, some very entertaining chat experiences. And occasionally, some very frustrating factory experiences. And probably vice versa. For some people, if you prefer chat, sometimes you're like, God damn it, what the fuck are we even talking about right now? Satisfactory is your longest playthrough. It beats Skyrim's run length. Now, are you talking game time? BRB to grab my food. Never mind. Don't answer that question. Let me check Steam real quick. Did I play Skyrim on Steam? I don't even remember at this point. It's been way too long. I think I did, right? It's under E. It's under E for Elder Scrolls. That makes a lot more sense. Playtime 239 hours. What are we looking at for Satisfactory? 253. Holy shit. That's crazy to think about. Some of that's off stream, but I have had the game open for all 253 of those hours. That's crazy. All right, we're going to do the same thing we did earlier. Which is build a little... we need a smart splitter that goes like right there. Nope, we need a yeah. We need a smart splitter that goes. Wait, we need to merge these things first. How do we do it down here? Merge. Then smart splitter. Ryan, I forgot to mention this before, but I've been listening to I Brought You This in my downtime. It's actually such a good podcast idea. Thank you, Cal. Can I tell you a secret, Cal? I have no idea if this will ever happen. But I just the other day talked to Megan, and I was like, Megan, what would it take for us to bring back I Brought You This? Because I fucking miss it. I miss it, especially now that we have a kid and we literally never get to have adult conversations without a little listening ear there all of the time. I'm like, this could be an opportunity to come back to you and I having conversations. Funnily enough, I just started it too. Aw. I would love to bring it back, and I think we could do a better job at it. Not that we did a bad job with it the first time, but like I already have ideas for things we could like kind of change about it. I just got to convince Meg. Just got to convince Meg and find the time to make it happen, which is half the problem, but... I would say it's not unlikely. I would say it's never been less unlikely that, like a year ago, if you'd have asked me, I'd been like, I don't know, maybe someday. Right now, I'm like, you know what? I'd love to bring it back. Sounds like something I need to listen to. For those who don't know, Megan and I did we only did 10 episodes, but we recorded a podcast called I Brought You This, where we each brought one thing to the, like, recording. It could be anything. It could be, like, a physical object, an experience, and each episode had, you know, a couple different, a different or a few different things each week. And I really enjoyed it. And we kind of stopped because we just got busy, but it was a lot of fun. It's been a couple years since we started it, probably. I don't know when. There are 15 episodes? There you go. Shows how much I remember. Typical Ryan misinformation. You're so right. Typical. What was the first thing? One of the first things was a VR fitness workout. Meg brought me a VR fitness workout. We also went bouldering. I took Megan bouldering, which was fun. There were a lot of like the last one was the Minecraft end poem, which was pretty cool. A lot of other small things in between, but for the podcast, yeah, I made actually with Best Man Nick, who I was just you know, I was just talking about going to his bachelor party weekend this weekend. But Nick was there. Yeah. Speaking of Meg, is she liking her new job? She does like her new job. Yeah, she likes it a lot, which I love for her. I also, it's kind of hilarious. Right when she got her new job, we started cross-country practice. So on the one hand, Megan and I now, our schedules align in that she gets off at like 4 or 5. I get off at 4 or 5. On the other hand, I go to cross-country at that time now. So for like a week there, we had every evening we ate dinner at the exact same time, which was amazing. And we could have time as a family. And then cross country started, and now I don't see her in the. We have like. It's kind of an interesting situation we have right now, where Elle gets home from daycare at like 4:35ish, which is right when I start cross country practice most days, and she goes to bed at 7, which is very shortly after I get back from cross country. So. Wire's too long. We're in a kind of weird spot where I don't really get to see her very much, which sucks. I did hang out with her for a good chunk of time this morning, which was really cute. Tell Meg I love the postcard, by the way. I will. It looks like she put too much work into it. Yeah, there's so much work into it. Yeah, she really enjoyed doing it. How's the bachelor party? It was a lot of fun. We just kind of hung out on the lake. So this should do overflow. There you go. Keep these suckers running. It was a lot of fun, yeah. Hung out at a lake in northern Indiana at this like tiny cottage with like 9 dudes in it. It's a good time. We went swimming every day, like played card games, just listened to so much music. We rented a pontoon boat one day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was a great time. It was a great time. I live in northern Indiana. You don't have to tell me where. I live in Indiana. Whereabouts? What part of northern Indiana are we talking? Are we talking northwest, northeast? You from the region? Northwest Indiana. So you are from the region. I've got some good friends from that area. Sounds awesome. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess I'm at the point right now where I don't know if what I'm doing is actually important. In Satisfactory. Also in life, but mostly in Satisfactory. I'm kidding. I feel very fulfilled in life. Ah! It's one of the real blessings of cross-country season is that I fall asleep every night feeling fulfilled. Parenting does not hurt with that. I also feel fulfilled at my job. But cross-country just, like, is that times 10. I'm a Chicagoland transplant, LMAO. I love it. I love it. Most of us don't know either if it helps. Anyone going to Gamescom this year? Not me. Okay. Hook you up. Did I get you correct recipe? I did. You're plugged in. Oh my god. We got to talk about the big nerd news that has happened since we were gone. Since I was gone last week. How are the critters in the chat doing? Are people freaking out? How are the dropout people feeling right now? Are people freaking out? What's going on? Campaign 4 of Critical Role. Carly's so stoked. I said I figure you knew me. I knew you were because we chatted about it, but some things are right with the world. That's all I feel like. I feel like some things are right in the world. Not all things are right. Most things are not right, I would say. But some things... I was going to say, I feel... I am in a slightly weird position, which is that I am currently burning through Campaign 1 of Critical Role. I'm on episode, like, 78. I don't know how many episodes there are. Does anybody know how many episodes there are in Campaign 1? I'm not going to get done soon, I don't think. But... there's no 118? Wait, I'm like 2/3 of the way there. Wait, no way? I figured like 150, 200. But I guess they're already really high levels, so I guess. Anyways, long story short, like if ever there was a time for me to like in my life to watch a Critical Role campaign live as it came out, now would be the time. But I'm also like, should I watch it? I have 3 full campaigns to catch up with. But for Brennan! Mama says there are more things at work in this world than the will of evil. LOL. Why did you have to drop a casual laugh out loud at the end of those fucking bars you just spit? Llamas! What the hell? You dropped a biblical level piece of wisdom on us. Written like you're William Faulkner, and then dropped LOL at the end of it. There are more things at work in this world than the will of evil. LOL. It's a Lord of the Rings quote. Oh, I'm an idiot. That's funny. Oh, that's really funny. That's amazing. I understand. You're sitting over there being like, it's always interesting times. You're always wishing you were born in less interesting times. LOL. And I'm like, you're spitting bars. I hit the button too many times. Pipeline junction. There we go. Bruh, not all those who wander are lost. Take a piece of wisdom and absolutely ruin it by using internet speak as part of it. Bruh. Not all who wander are lost. This too shall pass, bruh. I'm just imagining adding skibbity in the middle of a Sun Tzu quote. Apparently C4 is a new world, not Exandria, so I don't think you'll be in any danger of spoilers. It's true, but I do wonder about the, like, references, right? References. But yeah, I may try and keep up with it. I did watch, I mean, also, if I'm worried about not watching Campaign 4 of Critical Role for spoilers, I probably shouldn't have watched fucking EXU Calamity, or whichever the one is that, Brennan DM'd a couple of them, but I watched Calamity and loved it, and was like, wait, Sam Riegel might be the funniest person on the face of the planet? And then I was like, maybe I should watch Critical Role. And then here we are. TR does love an inside joke. I do feel like that's part of it, right? Brian, I just can't explain to you how desperate I am for you to watch C2. This is the other part of it, is I feel like I have to continue C1, C2. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I can watch it all. Maybe there'll be more time in the day. Maybe I can just make it all happen. Yeah, I mean, the good news is, Carly, as much as I'm loving C1, I feel like it's gonna happen. Like, I have been belly laughing at C1 so often. I truly, the thing I was trying to say earlier about this game, or about what I'm doing exactly right now, is do I really need this much more plastic? I don't know. And also, I don't, like... What if we just did it this way? Like, I might currently be overbuilding beyond the scope of what is necessary to beat the game with what I have, you know? So I think we just go... Boom, boom. Little power. But I also think we're going to need more computers than we have, so... $40 per minute. These use, like, exactly that, so... C2 is absolute magic for me. C2 is a lot of fun. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. LMAO. No microplastics here, only macroplastics. I don't know why we're talking about microplastics, but I do love what you just said. Why did I do it this way? Why did I line them up like that? I'm just going to delete it. I hate that already. So, Carly, walk me through this. Why did you not finish Campaign 1 of Critical Role? All right, that's it, Carly. Answer the phone. I got to hop on a Discord call with you and interrogate you here. Because of a previous chat, imagine reading them in order. Listen, I would read them in order, Evo, but my whole game my Satisfactory game freaks out when I try and alt-tab to scroll up on Twitch. And the solution to that, I have decided, is to never scroll up on Twitch while streaming this game. I've decided if a chat message makes its way off the top of my chat during Satisfactory, it's out of my hands. I was never meant to read it. I started with C2. Oh, which is very different vibes from C1. then C1 didn't hit the same. Okay, that checks out. That makes sense. I don't know the quality or the vibes of C2, but I do know the start of C1 has a lot of stuff to quote-unquote get through. You know, whole extra cast member, a lot of audio issues, which to me is very like, what's the word? It's very like endearing right now because it's just like, I know that they became what they became, and I don't have anything to compare it to, and so I just kind of put up with it. Knowing it will only get better from here. And it already has. By like episode 78, they have like beautiful battle sets and like extra cast member part is rough to get through. Yep. I did. Yeah, I mean, it just affected the vibe so much. Like, I was Googling, like, what episode does this happen on that I can get, so I can just get to that. Beginning of C1 is rough. It is. I mean, but there's all, it's rough in a way, but it also is like, it's magic. It's like magic. It's still magic. Like, it's really cool to see, like, episode 2 or something of C1 where they're like, so we've been playing this game at home. Hopefully people will like it. Oh my God, we're on the front page of Twitch. The next week, we made merch. The merch is sold out before we finish announcing the merch on camera. What? We did not make enough merch. People are like, people in the chat room are ordering them pizza. Yeah, that part is really cute. You can watch the people at Geek and Sunder being like, we have lightning in a bottle here. How do we capture it? Like, what do we do? It's cool. It's cool. I'm so happy I started it, is the long and short of it. I'm really enjoying it. I also have just not watched a lot of D&D or listened to a lot of D&D at like high level. So that's also part of the... There's some new stuff for me in that regard. Okay, you guys aren't powered on, right? Yeah. So this should be enough to give us one full belt of plastic, like any second from now. Okay, that's on, that's on. You're already hooked up. No fuel. No fuel? Why do you guys not have fuel? Oh, because you don't have oil. Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. I forgot about that. I'll be honest. I did forget about the fact that I did not even hook up oil for this. Okay. How are y'all doing, chat? What's the vibe like? How are you guys feeling? Let's see here. I need to set an alarm so I get off stream on time. Probably like 3:40. So you're going. No, you're not going. You only do 150. Shit. Okay. Well, in that case, we're going to ignore you and go for the other one. Have to lean soon for work, but it was nice to vibe. Yeah, thanks for vibing. Vibing. I forgot. I hit the wrong button. Good vibes. I forgot to mention this is my last week of freedom in summer. Be a Friday stream only starting next week, so I'm relishing while I can. Oh, no. Back to work. So I didn't realize that you worked. You must be on a, like, on a campus of some sort, Joyce? I don't know that I knew that. Oil underneath. Yeah, there it is. Better than the vibes of the video on the environmental impact of Labubus I was watching right before I came to stream. Oh, no. Can I be honest with you? I still don't know exactly what a Labubu is. Ow, fuck. It does sound sad, though. Are they a collectible? Chat, do you know what a Labubu is? Yeah, nah? I think they're a collectible. Are they from Japan? No fucking clue, mate. That's correct. Oh, the blind box thing. Wait. I think I heard about them from Carly forever ago. Blind box collectible. Ugly plushy keychain. Plushy, by the way, rather than stuffy. They come in blind boxes. That's right. So there's a Gamba. There's a Gamba part of it. My friend brought a Labubu on vacation. I'm confused about the appeal. Our parents were confused about the appeal of Pokemon, too. Carly says, no. I like Pop Mart boxes, but not Labubus. That's funny. I like Paul Blart. Fuck. Spiders. I'm gonna die. But at least Pokemon are cute. Are Labubus cute? You're saying they're not cute? Here's the question that I am a little bit confused on. Generally, when I see something that fills this kind of void, where it's like half the people in the world are like, what is a Labubu? And half the people in the world are like, a Labubu, I'm obsessed. Generally, it's something that like 14-year-olds are obsessed with. I have not heard my 14-year-old say a goddamn thing about Labubus. Am I correct that it's mostly like 22-year-olds? 30-year-olds? My friend is 35 and loving it, and the rest of the friend group is confused. I'll take physical collectibles over stupid NTFs. I hate a non-tangible fungible. Wait. Millennials love them. It's mostly adults. So is it... I'm just teasing you, Haster. So yeah, what's the fucking deal? Are all of our millennial brains just like freaking out over like Mighty Beans and Yu-Gi-Oh cards and just like reliving the glory days or what? I think we should make this one 600 and then it should do the rubber as well. Now, why 22? I just picked a number. I honestly, Evo, I said 22, and then I was like, that's too old. I think most of the people who like this stuff are like, that's too young. Most of the people who like this stuff are like at least 30. It's trendy. It became a status thing because they sell out so fast. I've seen people my age collect like 15 of them. They're all the same other than color, basically. Now, here's a hypothetical question. How much does a Labubu cost? If a person has 15 of them, 15 times what? I think the main thing is that before they were a trend, very few people would have liked them independent of external context. I mean, ain't that true of so much, though? It's true of so much. $20+ depending on which one you're getting. 15 times 20. I'm good at math. That's $300. It's a lot of monies. My friend bought a little car seat for it, put it next to the driver's seat so she can have it in the car with her during rides. Okay, now we've definitely crossed a line. There's a line has been crossed. There's limited edition mega ones for nearly 1K. Well, of course they are. Now that they're uber popular, you gotta have something where the pure profit per unit is like $995. The word itself does tickle the ear, though. Here's my problem with the word. When you say Labubu, Labubu, that's one thing. When people type plural, my brain goes Labubus. Labubu makes sense to my brain for some reason. The minute you add an S, it's Labubus. If I see BUS on the end of something, it's over for my brain, you know? It sounds like something a baby would babble. Flashback to my parents. Working their 45-hour hours a week to put healthy options like salmon on the table. To make sure I have quality clothes that will last me the whole school year. To pay for that one pair of new kicks I got at the start of every school year that would hopefully last me through the entire thing. What do you need, Ryan? $60 for a pair of shoes that'll last you the whole year? No, Mom and Dad. I need $140 for Nike Shox. How do you spell Shox? With an X. You're telling me my son, who reads all day, gets A+, wants Nike Shox and Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Yu-Gi-Oh sounds like something a baby would say. This is all fascinating and horrifying. Oh, shit. Fuck. Shit. 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 I fucked up. I fucked up. By the way, speaking of shoes, did you ever find the owner of the mystery shoes? No, and I'm about to toss them. And I've been about to toss them for a while. I think it's time. And by toss them, I mean donate them. It's impossible, but we have not gotten a single update. The shoes just appeared in our house. No one has claimed them in a year. It's been a calendar year. Probably. I think this was probably a Satisfactory conversation, so it was probably September of last year. Bye, Cal. Thanks for being here. Right, I have a life-changing update to share today. Hit me with it, Tony. Sorry, I just saw that. Have you seen the 24-karat gold Labubu video? No. What is that? I still can't understand how you can have shoes from nobody in your house. You can't understand it. I can't understand it. It's my house. I thought it was an early October conversation. You still have the mystery shoes? Yeah, we still have them. They're still sitting downstairs. I haven't touched them. I, as a 30-something-year-old dad, am currently installing Fortnite for the first time in my life, and the thing that got you to do it was Power Rangers. Oh, how the circle of time keeps circling. Power Rangers. First aired in 89, 92, I don't know. And it's the thing getting Tony to download Fortnite in the year of our Lord 2025. While adults collect Labubus and kids collect whatever it is they're collecting these days. It's crazy. What a timeline we live in. I love it. The surprises keep coming. I built that in the wrong spot. Wait, where'd the pump go? I built a pump. Wait, what the fuck? Pump is extra, but hopefully it'll work. Hi, Langar. How's it going? We're building more plastic because we don't have enough plastic. Are these all green? Green, green, green. They should be green pretty constantly. Some of them over here are not, but hopefully they'll get green eventually once our pump works now. Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm not going to explain to you what we're doing in the game. Instead, I have brought in a guest to explain to you what we're doing in the game today.
Oh. Hello. I had a mute stream.
I just heard the tiniest little. Hi, Eva. How's it going?
It's going.
What'd you have for lunch?
I cannot say the location because
Of course.
I don't want to dox myself.
The
But
type
I
of
got-
food generally. Yeah.
I got barbecue.
Oh.
Pulled pork sandwich.
Oh.
Baked
Eva, are you a
beans,
barbecue
green
fan?
beans.
Oh my
I
god.
am.
Dude. I love that. I love that for you. I love that for me. That's good shit. Hell yeah. Barbecue is barbecue's amazing. Okay, so what the hell is going on in Satisfactory? The people are dying to know.
Hold on, I'm getting out of mod view so I can actually
See the
Oh
game.
my God.
I believe in you. You got this. The people are dying to know what's happening.
I think the other bad thing is I don't even know what like some of these are. Like, what's a priority merger?
No. I'm not here to help you. You're here to explain to the people. Fuck. Shit.
Narrate you messing up building in straight mode.
What the fuck is the
Yeah.
button? Is it R? It's R. That's what it is. R. So this should work. I mean, I'm not going to explain it. Evo can explain it. Evo, what did I just accomplish right here?
You connected the I can't think of what it's called. I was gonna call it a railway. That's not a railway.
No. We connect. We're leaning in. We're leaning in. We're saying yes to everything you say. So we connected one railway to another. Yep.
Merged them together, one might say.
You might say we merged them. We merged them. And then what about that? What after that? What is?
Now they're on one track.
Yep. Now what is on one track?
I don't know what you were making.
I'm not
I
gonna
remember
look at
talking.
it.
Oh, plastic.
Damn
was
it!
plastic.
Aw,
I did
come
see
on.
it.
Okay, I looked at it for a second. It said plastic on screen. Shit. Wait, if I can remove the HUD, then we can make this really easy. Let's go photo mode. Perfect. And why did I make plastic on this railway?
Oh, I don't even know.
Now I feel like I'm just quizzing you, which is
I
probably
wasn't
not
even
as
like
fun, but-
listening. Oh. I feel like if I'm doing something else, I intake half the words you're saying, and it's always like some weird conversation, not like anything that's actually related to Satisfactory.
Absolutely. You tune out the parts that are related to what's happening in game. Tune into the parts that are about the weird conversation about whatever's fucking going on. All right, well, cool. My voice hurts, so your job is now to entertain everyone on stream for the next half hour. Sounds good?
Okay. I did get a DM from someone who will not be named and
Harley?
said that you were perchance. And the real reason you're making plastic is that Americans love plastic.
I love that. That's not wrong. That's not wrong. All right, so you get to be the streamer for the next couple minutes. I'm just going to shut up. I'm going to mute my microphone. You got this. You got this.
All right, chat. What cursed combo are we having? Oh, meeting the Labubu demand? So true, Carly.
Yeah, my Labubu factory back at the base needs all that plastic.
Oh, that is true. You are a dingus, Ryan.
Okay, we don't need to... I wonder if anybody in chat owns a Labubu, actually.
That's a good question. Considering not many knew what they were, I don't
Probably
have
not.
high hopes. Joyous, I don't like Labubus, and I did DM this to Carly. The 24 gold Labubu lady got canceled for doing a blackface one, so, you know.
What? I just found out about this. Now all of a sudden I find out she's been canceled. In the source, in the case of, wow. Over the course of 2 minutes, I learned what a 24 karat, that a 24 karat gold Labubu exists, and that the person who bought one got canceled for doing, oh my God. Amazing. I mean, terrible, but.
Yeah, I wouldn't say blackface is amazing, but you know. What are my opinions of Rick Grimes? Rick Grimes is bad at doing skill checks in Dead by Daylight. That is my opinion.
Yeah, what happened in Dead by Daylight? Did Carly buy the Rick Grimes skin and then
I'm afraid I bought the Rick Grimes for Carly.
Okay. But then Carly was like terrible at Dead by Daylight or what?
Yeah. Considering you remember the generators, and if you fail your skill check, it makes a big noise, you know?
Yeah.
Explodes.
So you're telling me Carly wasn't hitting a lot of the skill check.
I am. And the worst part is I was usually with Carly, because Carly would follow me around.
Carly just wanted Rick Grimes to get covered in blood and gore, because that's how Carly thinks Rick Grimes is hottest, apparently.
I mean, when he takes damage, he is also very loud. So, get the Rick Grimes ASMR.
She wanted to hear the ASMR. All right, Evo, what's happening on screen right now? What's going on?
We're riding the train. So this is clearly not in the U.S.
And what do you think I should try to accomplish next in game?
Not crashing into anything.
Okay, well that's good because the train drives itself, so I don't have to do that. Although I did just turn it off. Shit.
I would say, didn't you crash before? So
I have crashed.
I'm pretty sure that's clipped somewhere.
In the past, it has happened.
Ooh, where would I go on vacation?
Where would you go on vacation? Whoa, this isn't turned into just
I'm
Ask
reading
the Mods
chat.
Anything hour. What the fuck's going on over here?
What? Sorry, I'm reading chat, unlike you.
Okay. Evo is supposed to be narrating my very complicated Satisfactory experience here.
Of your bus.
I thought you said up your butt, and then I got of your bus makes a lot more sense. But for a millisecond, I was like, really, Evo? We're just going to go there.
Yeah. Remember, I'm 12 or whatever.
Exactly. You say the same stuff that middle schoolers say. Up your butt. Okay. Computers is what we were working on. I'll give you the answer. We originally did this so that we could check on computers because they need plastic and they weren't being produced very fast. So we're going to jump straight down, which probably is going to fuck with Evo's system of motion sickness. I am sorry, Evo. Big picture, what is this game and what are we doing, Evo?
We're polluting the planet for our corporate overlords.
Yep.
It's basically United States simulator, you know?
Yep. This is the United States of this new planet, that's for sure, yep.
There's no EPA here.
There's no EPA, ain't no regulations on whatever the name of this planet is.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna be very vague for current events.
Yeah, regulatory oversight? I ain't ever heard of it. Is the profit line going up is the question on this planet.
That's true. I would say, as someone who does work
in environmental.
Yeah, as a regional climate center, you know, I definitely have some thoughts.
Yeah, and that's all we've got time for today. Everybody say goodbye to Evo.
But I never answered where I'd go on vacation.
That's true. Where do you want to go on vacation?
Probably like Sweden.
Sweden,
like
really? Would be your pick?
Northern Europe.
Oh, interesting. Are you? Is it? So what about Sweden is the most appealing to you? Like for vacation,
forest.
not for healthcare. Forests.
Oh, I mean, that is also a good point.
Temperature, like the weather, the temperate vibes. That makes sense. So top place in the world would be Sweden. No other places top the list. Do we have any Swedes in chat?
I think we have a few.
Is Archaic Duck Swedish? By Elo.
Bye, hello. You think if I could choose to go to vacation anywhere, I would choose a place in the U.S., especially Florida?
Wow, Carly, did you hear that? Now we're still missing fucking plastic. What the fuck is happening here? I need 2. Oh, boy. All right, we should check that we've actually accurately solved the problem, which it appears we may have not. We may need 2 lines that go to 2 trains or something. This is a problem. Isn't Artifice from Sweden? I think Artifice is... Evo would know because Evo has a spreadsheet. I think Artifice is Swedish living in the United States. Finnish!
No, Finnish.
Living in the United States.
He's Finnish American, yeah. I do not.
I mean, so many of the Swedes are old school. Not like Tub with a spreadsheet of people's heights. No. So many of the OG chatters are, you know, Seb and Rebecca were Swedish. Sweden is still the only country I've ever received a taste test our candy P.O. box thing from. I got that from Rebecca and Seb, and I tasted a bunch of Swedish candies, and spoiler alert, they were sour and nasty and way too much licorice. There was some good stuff, though.
Doesn't your P.O. box say not to send you stuff?
It does, but we made a single exception for Rebecca. We did. They were great. He's lying. They were something. Okay, we're gonna sit here and check the plastic. Satisfactory is also Swedish. That's true. Oh my God, Tony. Fuck, I forgot. Oh shit. That's a no.
About to make it 3 months.
Yeah. Oh no. All right, y'all. I gotta in-stream. I gotta go run to the P.O. box. No, I could do it. I should do it. Maybe I can do it this weekend. I gotta do it.
Do you need a DM reminder again for this weekend?
I may.
You could also set a timer, like an alarm, for some time over the weekend and just label it P.O.
Oh,
box.
Evo. I don't want to hear about your organizational strategies that will 100% certainly work and will keep me on board, like on task and all this shit. Jesus, Evo.
My bad. I tried.
Yo, what's 138 times 3?
Hold on. 414.
Bye, Ikilos. Good night. 300. Wait. 314. That makes sense.
No, 414.
That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Okay. Chat, front seat question. What is, if you're a Satisfactory expert, which I think mostly means Shammy and potentially Mog Demon if they're here, what does this incoming transfer rate mean? Is this an average of how often they are unloading? Front seat question, yes or no? Lumella? Feel free to answer. Rate over distance. I guess the question I'm asking is, could I understand 136 items per minute as, on average over time, unloading 136 per minute, aka this belt has on average over time 400 items on it? It'll fluctuate, I'm sure. Yes, okay, excellent. So we need to see a train before these numbers hit 0 in order to have determined that we fixed our plastic problem. I don't think it's going to. And that's going to be a problem. Yeah, I don't see a train. Is it currently sitting over here? All right, Eva, thank you for your help.
No problem.
I appreciate you.
Anytime.
I don't know that you succeeded, but I did have fun doing it, so.
Oh, well, can I get a grade from spoiler chat? If I succeeded or not? Yeah, I know about that as much. I do look at that.
All right, hell yeah. We'll get a grade from spoiler chat on how you did.
All right.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Ryan
See
and
ya.
chat.
Bye. A+? Nah. You got to go talk in spoiler chat. You got to figure it out in spoiler chat. Oh, boy. Okay, we're going to see this train come in. It might have more items on it than last time, which would be nice, but it's still, I think, all the way right there. I think it's that one. Yep, rubber 1. It's really nice the way that the UI at the top of the screen will change based on which one you look at. God, this is a problem. We're fully running out of plastic. I don't think adding a second train is necessarily the play. But I do know we're basically putting out one entire... Like, theoretically, we're putting out... On the other train station, we are filling a chest with one full belt of plastic constantly. Which means, from this train station, we should be putting out one belt of full of plastic constantly. Assuming there is no input limit where that belt stops, then there should be no output limit on this belt where it stops. No matter how long the train takes to get in between, because there should be excess that is then covering the distance from the other side. Also, Evo, they are called belts. Yeah, you killed it, Evo. You killed it. Okay, where the fuck is this train? Plastic 1. Belts are the thing. These are belts? Yeah, exactly. So that's only 800. Wait. Does the train tell you how often it goes back and forth? I feel like it might, right? Timetable. No. God damn it. You could time it on your stopwatch? I could. We're going to be a little late because I think it is that train right over there. Where'd the train go? Is it gone already? That's alumina. That's rubber. Where's the plastic train? Isn't it just called plastic? Oh boy, my fucking brain hurts. That's water. Plastic 1 is right there. Oh boy. Okay, so here's the question. That dropped around 3,000 plastic, which is only about 3 minutes of full belt. Because it's 780, 3,000. 780 times 3 is around 3,000. So we have about 3 minutes for... What is the plastic one timetable? I wish I knew. Not timetable, but what is its leave condition? When load/unload has been completed or wait for 15 seconds. Tama? Theoretically, this should work. So the problem I'm having right now is our end goal is to have one belt at least, but one belt. But we can't even do this successfully yet. So maybe it would be more belts eventually, but at least one belt of plastic right here that never stops. In an ideal world, we even get some backed up in here that stays in here before. So we have a little bit of belt storage, basically. It's not actually belt storage, but a little bit of storage. So, shit. We're coming to the end of our stuff already. Plastic one is headed this way. Yep, it is coming this way. It is moving currently. Right there. We hypothetically, we should be able to ignore how long the train takes, because whatever amount we are pouring in on the other end, if it's a full belt, maybe it's only a Mark IV belt. Maybe that's the problem. If it's more, like, let's say let's say the train takes 1 minute to go between the stops. Then it has around 780 items on it when it pops in, etc. Because it's being fed by one belt at 780 per minute. That's great because still 780 goes out and then it gets topped off 1 minute later. If it takes 3 minutes, then it's 3,000, whatever the number is. For some fucking reason, like if the train takes longer, then that just means there's more stored over there. What is happening? Why are we not producing that much? We're at 4 minutes right now, so it should be bringing in, like, probably around 4,000. Now we're at 4.5 minutes, so probably like 4,500 total. So around 1,500 on each. Now we're at 5 minutes. Is this starting to sound like a high school math problem? Our Plastic One train leaves this station going 60 miles an hour. If a train leaves this station, that's 900 per. That's 900 per, which is not just, that's just not enough. That's less than 3,000. It took about 5 minutes for the loop to go. All right, we're going to ride it back. We didn't solve anything today. What the fuck is happening? I'm confused. I bet it's a Mark IV belt. What's 480 times 5? Okay, so currently you're waiting for another train, which is fine. These things will happen. 480 times 5 is like 2,500. Which I think is basically what's going on. That's about the right amount of math. Oh boy. Yeah, what do you guys got going on tonight? Carly's gonna play some Minecraft Realms. I've got to go to cross-country practice. Vibing tonight. Got a class tonight. I want to cross-stitch, but I need to finish my book. 2 good hobbies. I noticed you had 61 tickets earlier. Are you saving them to buy something? I don't know if I'm saving them to buy something in particular. I'm kind of saving them for a rainy day. I may use them to buy products for my my research projects over there. Is what I tend to use them on. I'm knitting. I'm working on a commissioned piece. Evo or K-Bell has been commissioned to do some knitting. Hell yeah. Tactical Fluke says I'm figuring out what I want to bake to impress a new person I might be meeting this weekend. Ooh. So what's the debate? So this is for romance. What do you bake? What do you bake for romance? On the one hand, chocolate is inherently romantic. And by inherently, I mean has major connotations of romance. That's Mark 4. That explains a little bit. That does explain a little bit. Did you know that, chat? Did you know that at home? How do I upgrade you? I'm pretty sure there's a belt in there. There it is. Did it. There it is. Oh no, I did that, but that doesn't actually connect. Oh shit. Okay, that was a mistake. I guess I should just do it now, huh? I attempted some strawberry-filled chocolate cookies. Oh, I mean, that sounds sexy. Are you trying to be sexy, though? Or are you trying to be, like, comforting and, like, what is the vibe you want to go at? You want to go with? Probably not sexy, right? This game looks so complicated. Good news, it fucking is. It's really... Hot take, this is not the most complicated game. Unfortunately, it is very... That sounds wrong. It's not complicated. The ways it is complicated are time-consuming. Just like every complexity in this game comes with a time investment. Is how I would phrase it. What do you think's the most complicated game? I don't know, like EU4 or Stellaris or something. I don't know. Those are the ones I hear of as being complicated. It's I mean, it's probably some just like unknown game that none of us have ever heard of before. But mutual friend hinted chocolate and strawberry cheesecake would be doable, but overkill and too time consuming. The first time meeting through a mutual friend, so not going crazy about it, just going for delicious and not too common. Trying to stand out. I love it. I love it. Hilarious. Oh my god, I've played it for 4 hours. Cannot tell you of one mechanic that is not me choosing broccoli people. I don't even know what that means. Cool. So that's good. That's good. That's good. Cool. All right. Exclamation Iculus though. Dwarf Fortress? Yeah, that's a good one for very complicated. That's got to be at least 780 per minute, right? On this belt. That looks full. Yeah, they're slowing down, so that's full. EU4 is definitely more complicated than Stellaris. Okay. I feel like, yeah, like Crusader Kings or EU4 or something is probably the, like, up there for more complicated. I don't know. What are the other contestants? Uh-oh, I ran out of... Oh, let's go. Depends on how you define complicated. Games like League / Dota and WoW are complicated in a different way. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wonder what is the most complicated of the, like, of the factory games. Because I feel like I don't know that my instinct would lean towards the big problem is I don't know the big new Factorio update. So I don't know. All I know is old Factorio. Between the big, like, Dyson Sphere, Factorio, and Satisfactory, I would say I feel like Factorio is maybe more complicated. Like, but I don't know. That could just be my memory. Okay, so how much are you getting now? Hopefully it's a little bit more. Satisfactory. Factorio mods, absolutely. Pyanodons, yeah. Pyanodon. Yeah, Factorio mods are, like, truly insane. If there's a game more complicated than this, I'm scared. I know I've said it a lot, but I feel like Satisfactory is weird in the factory genre because with its, like, first person, you're moving through a world, you know, the Subnautica of it, where you're fighting enemies for resources, etc. Like, that part makes it more simple or, like, have broader appeal. But that part of it where you are a body moving through space, I think also really limits in one specific way the way that you can... I'll say the hot take version of it. The hot take version of it to me is that Satisfactory is not a pure factory game. That sounds bad, but I don't think it is. I think it's amazing. I think this is... I think it's absolutely a factory game. And I think it's a really kind of ingenious factory game. Especially as we get... It's kind of like a meta factory game. Like, especially as we get towards, like... Fucking... I can't access my... I can't use O right now to look at my menu. But as we get towards, like, reanimated SAM being used to make any other material... Plus... Summer sloops and power shards, the ability to overclock, like the ability to take your power and multiply it with that, like, machine I have down there. It has all these, like, weird kind of, like, almost meta factory stuff going on. I kind of feel like Satisfactory, it's not it's a little clickbaity, but I feel like saying Satisfactory is not a pure factory game. And it's still a fucking amazing factory game. The production lines in Satisfactory are relatively limited compared to other factory games. And you're just kind of limited by, like... And maybe Blueprints changes this a little bit. Blueprints in the game, not Blueprints the game. And maybe other things change it, but, like... I feel like you're kind of limited by... That's still the same number. Oh no, I got trapped. You're kind of limited by the first person of it all. All right, I hope this goes up. How do you keep track of all your things in the factory? Well, the good news is anywhere I look, my own mistakes stare at me like ghosts from the past. No matter which direction I turn, any degrees out of 360, I see a past mistake I made that I thought was a good idea. That is, in fact, just a cruel memory of when I knew less but thought I knew more. Speaking of complicated games, any city builders you're thinking of trying? I'm yearning for a Timberborn replacement. I haven't really thought about it yet, honestly. I did see a TikTok the other day, which is like SimCity 3000 or something like that is the best. Like city builder of all time, and I was like, okay, interesting. That's an interesting claim to make. I just typed check city, check plastic unloading. I feel like I'd be interested in City Skylines 1 or 2, but I also don't know that it has the same appeal that Timberborn has in terms of its like I don't know this. But what I liked about Timberborn was the like matching the colony part of it with the city builder of it. Like I really like the city builder part of it, but also people could be beavers. Now, I do think, exactly, Carly. I think if there's a thing that is most likely to do next, I'd say it would be like a Planet Zoo type of vibe. Also, I'm sure there's something in the genre that is like, has its own interesting twist on stuff, which I'd be interested in. Okay, I need to probably figure out... Let's do this first. Let's go down and see if we can research anything at the last second. City Skylines is not really a colony simulator. Yeah, exactly. Like, I wonder how much of Timberborn I loved because it was colony simulator and how much I loved because it had a city builder type of element to it. You know? Okay, I have all these things. For quantum encoding. And I've made all this other stuff, so we should really just do this and then go get that shit. Be fun to watch you play Autonauts. I don't know that I know that game. Vanished in Factory Town. Best thing about Timberborn, which makes me like it a lot more than other city builders, is the hydrology. The other thing I will say is that we're kind of... You know what I think we might be kind of circling around without quite getting there? I played the good old classic Frostpunk 1. And all of a sudden, now there's Frostpunk 2. And so much of the fun of Timberborn was hydrology. But so much of the fun of colony / like city builders with a live stream element is making terrible decisions, having everyone call you a bad person, and then you sort of responding by getting them killed in the game. Okay, I don't have RCUs, so I can't do this. Fuck. So I feel like Frostpunk 2 could be a fun The fuck is the supercomputer? Be a fun thing too. Was it all the way low? I thought there was something down here. There it is. Have you heard of the Wandering Village? It looks whimsical. I've not heard of it. Oh my god, nothing is being made in this whole fucking factory. How is nothing being made in the entire fucking... It's limiting fucking computer. I hate my life. What's going on here? Are you also missing computers? Oh my god, our entire factory sucks. Our entire factory sucks. I hate it. I want to burn the whole thing down. If they gave me dynamite in this game, I'd just hit the bottom floor of this building and watch it fall. How is it possible that we have 0 plastic coming in right now? I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Is Tony still here? He said he has commentary he could provide. I believe he could, and I definitely want some Tony commentary soon, but I gotta get off here. It's 3:35. I need to give Tony the stage upon which he can really provide some real killer commentary in the future. Damn, what an unsatisfactory ending right now. I can't figure out why I can't bring in more plastic than this. And by I can't figure it out, I think it's just going to take a second. But 150. Okay, we're already going up. That's way better. But holy cow. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll stream and we'll be playing more Factory or more Satisfactory so we can figure it out then. Where the fuck is my plastic train? It's going the other way already, and we're already almost done. Oh, boy. Majora. Oh, my God. Darkest Dungeon? I've played like 10 minutes of Not 10 minutes. I played like 2 hours of Darkest Dungeon Burrito Salad, and I really liked it. I really liked it. Okay, we're going to call it there. What one for community games? We're going to play Jackbox on Saturday. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry I was a little late, and thanks for not making too much fun of me when I mistook China for Australia. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more stream. Until then, have a great rest of your day. La boo boo? More like la bye bye. I hate it. I hate it here. Here being this earth. I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right, gamers. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. Bye, Luke. All right, we got to get out of here. Luke's here now. See ya. Uh-oh. Danny said, okay, now that we're off of YouTube, what were you going to say? Never mind. I was going to say. Oh my God, Danny. Congratulations. I'm going to be a grandmother. Oh, amazing. So happy for you. Holy shit. Kibble says, finally. Let's go. That's awesome. Congrats. That's huge. So happy for you. How patiently / impatiently have you been waiting? All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Bye, Danny. Congratulations. She's saying finally because of telling me. Yeah, that makes sense. Finally, she tells chat. We've known for a couple weeks.